But this is the campus for the harvest, right? This is a fake college, okay? Set up in the middle of Houston, Texas. This is a Jim Jones style cult, okay? They got JMMI up on the headboards right there, or the billboard, okay? They've got cones blocking it off, okay? They've got one entrance, one exit. There's a back gate there too, okay? There's a back gate, and there's their property line. They can't come out and fuck with me here. They can't touch me. Okay, but I'm gonna walk up and see if I could get an interview with one of these cult members, okay, and see if they say anything. So we got cult members here, right? There's Joseph. Marcus is over here somewhere. And then what's going on here, right? So David's got this whole cult, right? Here's his property line. See these trees? That's his property line, so I'm not gonna fuck with them, okay? So we got, I don't know where Stanley Cam is. They must have taken him off gate guard because, you know, to come down to Texas and pull security like your intimidation tactic, you know, I'm pretty sure the authorities wouldn't be too thrilled about that. I'm curious if the Moses back 2,000 years ago, David, actually, you know, gated in his churchgoers. That's what I'm curious about. Hey, did Moses gate in the church members? Hey, Crick Report, what's up, man? I'm here, dude. I'm shooting it on another camera, bro. No, I'm good, bro. No, I'm good. I'm still out here in front. They're standing out here looking at me. I'm still shooting from another phone. Yeah, no. I'll shoot. I'll upload it when I get back. But let me finish shooting this because I'm like, dude, I'm having a huge fucking anxiety attack. I'm right in front of their shit. Yeah, tell them I'm good. All right, late. Okay. Once again, key fob to get it. Okay, nobody's getting in or out of this place without somebody fucking knowing. That's the fucked up thing about this, is everybody's here. They're not leaving, right? Unless they get fucking permission. These people are stuck here. Stuck. See this gate? See this gate right here? Nobody's getting in or out of this without one of these little gate guards here letting them by. Right? Will you guys come out and do an interview? Tell us about the campus, how much tuition is, you know, what kind of curriculum you offer. I think those are legitimate questions if David's saying this is a campus, right? It says campus for the harvest. Yeah? Can you tell me about it? I'm interested to know. Tell me, really. We're all interested. I guess they don't want to talk, man. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. They can't touch me. See this line right here? That's their property line. That's their property line. And that's the gate. That's their little gate guard. Right? I'm probably sure they had Stanley take off his uniform just because, like, you know, he didn't look good in that video. Oh, they got to run the vehicle now. Wasting gas, wasting donor money. I'm gonna keep rolling here. This is the this is their U-Haul that they haul the trafficking event around with. Joseph! Joseph's right there, walking in the front. There's Joseph. Joseph, can I have an interview, boss? Funny, these guys are claiming to be a church, right? But they're real secretive about their goings-ons here. I can't believe it, man. Look, these guys are so scared of everybody. Get some license plate numbers real quick. There's license plates. This is how they're moving their event around with, too. Right? He took down his little red carpet gala. Right? Those two vans, the Sprinter vans, that's how he's moving his cult around right here, okay? Mercedes, there's one of the Bentleys right there. You got one of the you got the Mercedes C-Class right there. And these guys are all probably sitting here shitting like, well, there's nothing we can really do about it. There's not. There's absolutely not. There's nothing they can do about this. Look at this. Who does this? This is a church, you guys. This is claiming to be a church, right? I hope the cops get called. I fucking hope they get called so I can tell them what's going on here, that this is a full-blown sex cult, that there's a money laundering extortion ring going on here, and that they should pay a fuck attention, right? Nothing they can do, man. They can fucking piss and complain all they want about, oh, he's out there taking videos of the front of our hotel. Well, this is the fucking public. I'm sure he's probably calling the landowners of this place to try and get me trespassed. That's all right. What I'm doing here is documenting the dynamics of this religious cult. David E. Taylor, right? There's Joseph right there in front. See, there's Joseph right there. Okay, that's David. That's basically David's number 3 in command, okay, Joseph. Then you got Michelle. Michelle's probably hiding out up there somewhere, right? Send Michelle away so David can sleep around with Ashley, right? David, I know you're abusing Ashley too, okay? That's what you do. David is a full-blown sociopathic narcissist, right? He's a full-blown sex cult leader. Look, these people won't even come out and give an interview. If this is supposed to be a church, right? These guys are supposed to be a church, claiming to be a church, right? JMMI International Global, one soul at a time. Well, I'm one soul. What if I want to be saved, right? Campus for the harvest. Look at this. There's the key fob right there. Look, that's the only way you can get in or out of this place right there. See that? This gate, they had this installed. They had this gate installed because they didn't want anybody fucking coming in and out of this place, right? Why would they when they're running a full-blown fucking money laundering operation right inside those fucking front doors right there? Not only that, they're scamming veterans, everybody. These people are taking money from veterans, the hopeless, the helpless. David's probably taking money from all these people. These people right here are probably suffering from some form of Stockholm syndrome, right? David has pretty much abused these people so bad that they become so dependent on him that these people won't do shit without David saying do it, basically, okay? These people won't do shit without David saying it. Paid all this money with donor money to put all these fucking trees in so nobody could see, right? When these get big, nobody's gonna be able to see what the fuck's going on behind these gates, right? That's exactly what David wants. He doesn't want anybody to see what's going on with his little money laundering, trafficking fucking cult right here in this hotel. Walk right up to the fucking fence. Funny Joseph won't come out and do an interview, right? Funny the leaders, the so-called leaders of this church won't come out and do an interview. Joseph! Joseph! I know you can hear me, dude. Come do an interview with me. Joseph! Joseph Bush! Joseph Bush and Marcus, come do an interview, please. I'll pay you $1,000 for an hour. Is that worth your time? See what I mean, guys? See what I mean? These people, they don't care. These people are claiming to be a fucking church right here. These people are claiming to be a church, right? Laundering money, extortion, fucking sexual assault, abuse. Basically everything that Jim Jones did to his followers is going on right here at this place. Everything, including it wouldn't surprise me if David is starting to sleep with some of the men, right? As a control tactic. Why wouldn't he? Joseph gets out of control. David, come here, Joseph. Honestly, Jim Jones was sleeping with the men, and it's all part of control. It really is. It's all part of control, man. That's it. Control, control, control. Like, these people won't come out and do an interview, but they'll come out and do a red carpet gala, right, for David. They'll come out and host this fucking bogus ass red carpet gala, right? But they won't come talk to us about anything. If these guys are claiming to be who they are, they should be pretty open book, right? These guys see my face all the fucking time. I'm right here. Come talk to me. Come talk to me, guys. Y'all are in a cult, man. I think that's Eli right there. Hey, COVID. Hey, guys, COVID's over, man. Hey, COVID's over, guys. And they still think that COVID is actually going on, right? These guys still think that COVID is actually going on. And like I said, guys, this got fucking personal when they started taking money from veterans, from disabled veterans, right? Disabled veterans take fucking high offense to this, so now we're reporting them for veteran extortion scams, right? And they absolutely are. They got a fucking full-blown call center set up right there in front of that fucking door. There's a call center, right? That's made at one goal only, right? One goal only. In front of behind those doors, there's a call center. All it's made to do is get money for David. You know how much it's gonna cost to operate this hotel? Holy shit, man. It is gonna cost at least, the electric bill alone on this place, David's probably looking at, I don't know, 6-8 grand a month, maybe, if not more. Who knows? But the operating cost for something like this is just, it's outrageous. There's another red Cadillac behind there somewhere. It's fucking hot out here in Texas, man. Gotta love the Texas heat, huh, guys? Woo! I do. Sorry, guys, I'm a little crunk right now. These guys are scamming veterans. I don't like that they're doing that. I'm sure a lot of you don't like it either. See, look, again, look, look, wrought iron gates. This is supposed to be a church, everybody. Wouldn't a church have open doors and be welcoming and, hey, we come on right in. Well, let us teach you about our doctrine, right? Let us teach you about what we're doing here. But instead, no, they post gate guards. They have the front door guarded like a fucking fortress. Look, they're like, he's gonna try and come in here. Oh my God, he can't come in here. Don't let him in here, okay, guys? Because he'll blow our whole fucking scam, okay? He'll blow our whole shit. He's already blown it for us. There goes Marcus. That's Marcus. He's Marcus Bulbous, actually. This guy right here, see Marcus? He's where the trafficking starts. He has a church here in Houston, and he's actually moved people from his church into David's cult. No bullshit. That little sack of shit right there. Hold on, where's that fucker? I don't like him. That little fuck right there, see him? That little piece of shit right there is part of the trafficking operation. Marcus Bulbous. Yep. He's where it starts, that little fuck. Right here, this guy, see him? That's Marcus, okay? He's got a church here in Houston. He's part of the trafficking operation. He's where it starts. You ever see, what is it, Pulp Fiction? Where the spider caught a couple flies? Well, that's fucking, Marcus is the spider, okay? He catches the flies, right? And he's got, I'm telling you, he's got a church here in Houston, so it wouldn't be hard for Marcus to bring people in from his fucking bullshit church into this cult and push them into this operation. Look, they're like, oh shit, we better hurry up and lock the doors. Boy, he's got all these people fucking stuck Chuck, man. Joseph! They won't acknowledge me. Eli, come do an interview! Like I said, guys, gonna push the limit a little bit today when I found out they were scamming veterans. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. JMMI revoked exemption. They put it up on a fucking hotel in Houston. Look at that. These guys, I mean, David, I don't know who's doing your thinking for you, but you're not. JMMI International Global, it's been revoked by the IRS. But hey, don't worry. We have Kingdom of God Global Church still that we could fucking run a scam with. Oh, don't worry, everybody. We're still taking in donations off Joshua Media Ministries International Global too. Yeah, full-blown money laundering operation. This is probably the fucking closest anybody's ever got to him for a while. They're like, he's putting his hands in his pockets. He's putting his hands in his pockets, everybody. Watch out. Oh, Joseph, man. He won't even fucking come do an interview. Hey, Joseph! Hey, dude, if I can stand out here in the heat, come do an interview, man. Come on, bro. Simple yes or no questions, man. That's all I'm asking. Joseph's right there. He's right there. Just on the other side of the Mercedes, see him right there? That's Joseph. That's number 2 and number 3 in command. Michelle's number 2, right? Michelle's main concubine in command. And the only reason she's been in command for so long is because she's a complete stark raving fucking lunatic, okay? Leaves her kids, leaves her family. Oh, anybody wants to know? Debbie Fraser's here too, okay? Debbie Fraser is in this hotel. Just letting you know. Anybody that's ever wondered if Debbie Fraser's still here? Yeah, she's still here. She's still here. Of course. Of course. She gave up her whole fucking life to this piece of shit. Why would she leave? Right? Why would she leave? Look, you got some clean. Is that the cleaning lady? Got some cleaning lady right there. I wonder who that is. Look, he's got some of these fucking. Look, that's one of the fucking. Look, he's got these cult members working. Look at him. Look at that. Forced labor, everybody. She ain't getting paid. She's not getting paid. That one ain't getting paid right there. Yeah, imagine the money we'd all get paid, right? Imagine the money we'd all get paid if we had no fucking morals in all this, right? Imagine that, you guys. Imagine if we had no morals. Imagine if we had no morals and we were just pieces of shit like David. All we ever did was just figure out how to scam fucking people day to day. So no, this Saturday, all right, David, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You think this is a joke, right? David, these cult leaders all think this is a joke, what we do here, exposing them. Like, it's so funny. No, you got, like, Kid Freshie said, David, you should be fucking embarrassed to be called out on this fucking lie because, David, this is a big fucking lie, man. This is a big fucking lie. Yeah, babe, this is the hotel they bought in Houston. I went down a year ago, and then we went down shortly after that, about 4 months after that. Did another audit. And one of the cult members texted me this morning. Let me see. He texted me this morning. One of the cult members did. I have the text right here. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. It's from number here. Let me give you the number here real quick. Because I always do the 646-385-2063. Now, I think it could be a VoIP number. But it says, hey, you demonic faggot. Just wanted to let you know you suck Satan's ballsack. Don't forget hell is forever and that's where you're going. And I replied, let's talk, bitch. But by then, they had already blocked me, okay? So with that being said, David, I'm going to come audit you this weekend on your fucking birthday, you piece of shit. You're going to send me text messages like that? I don't send you text messages like that, calling your cult members faggots and homosexuals. No, I don't. You guys do, though. And that tells me, because one of your cult members, I was talking to him, James O'Connor. Again, it seems to me there's a lot of David projecting his tendencies onto you guys because you're the one always calling us gay and homosexuals and fags. So what's going on in there really, guys? James, Nate, all you bodyguards in there that are watching David, what's really going on there? I'm going to grow it back. Yeah, I'm going to grow it back, babe. Pastors, right? But they're ultimately chess pawns for the apostle, so-called David E. Taylor, right? But he ain't no fucking apostle. Come on. David, anybody with a fucking hairline and a weight management issue like that is not an apostle, okay? You need to get your own shit together first before you come out fucking saying that you're an apostle, okay? Honestly, David. And guys, I'm sorry if it's choppy and stuff. It's just, it's hot and I'm just shooting from the hip today, okay? So this U-Haul, again, Joseph, everything I'm talking about here today, you know what's up, Joseph. You guys are all fucking involved, man. David, Joseph, Michelle, all you guys, Mahesh, the Lotus Inn, all you guys know what's up. I'm going to be there this week. I'm giving you a fair warning. I will be there. I'm going to be there. I'm just going to tell you, I'll be there Saturday. You just don't know what time. I will be there. And it might be just more than me, too. So keep that in mind. I don't give a fuck. I'll go out there with my fucking megaphone. Already, David, it's sitting right there. My fucking bullhorn is sitting right there on the fucking desk, David. I'm getting packed for the weekend. I will be down there. I won't go on your property. I know where property line is now. Trust me, David, you're fucked. This is going to blow up in your fucking face, David. Trust me. Trust me. I'm blowing everything. You're fucked. I'm going to let all the fucking citizens of Houston know what's going on here at this location. Every fucking car that drives by this Saturday, David, they're going to fucking know. They're going to know your name. They're going to know the name of your organization. They're going to know Michelle. They're going to know Joseph Bush. They're going to know everything about you. They're going to know about the IRS reports. They're going to know everything, David. Trust me. They will know everything. When they start sending me text messages calling me a faggot, far from it, that's for sure. Because I'm straight as a fucking arrow. I am a fucking... Just saying, man. When they start sending me messages calling me fag, you know, this is a hate group. That's a fucking hate group message. Hey, demonic faggot. That's from this group. I don't condone that type of language, but that's what comes out of this place. And YouTube, what's even worse is YouTube allows these people. Yes, there is. There's a lot of traffic on that road. There absolutely is. Yes. Because in Texas, right? I'll show you. Hang on. Let me show you here real quick, Daniel. Look, this is how they move their scam around. Remember we talked about this U-Haul? Some kind of victory.
Right here, Daniela. Okay, so in Texas, here's the highway. Okay, you see this car right here? That's the freeway. This is what we have as access roads in Texas, or we call them frontage roads or access roads. Just the same amount of traffic. See, now last time we were doing our audit, we stayed up close to the fence, right? Then we got kicked off, right? But right away is out here past this telephone pole, and Mahesh Express thinks that he owns everything past the telephone pole, but he's full of shit. He doesn't know what right away is, okay? That's public easement past this telephone pole. That's basically Mahesh's property ends right about here. There should be an orange stake down here. Yeah. So I've already made some contact with people and asked if they're down to go sit for a few hours right here at their property line with some fucking signs and some umbrellas and a fucking cold drink and some signs and just fucking wave to people as they go by. Pointing signs, sex cult, IRS investigation, fraud, fucking tax fraud, human trafficking, prostitution, Lotus Inn, Mahesh Patel. Let everybody know. Why not? But this is, let me see if I can, okay. Right here. Let me show you guys. Let me show you how property line works. See this? This is where Mahesh's property line ends, right here. That fucking piece of shit motherfucker right there thinking he owns everything past this, he's full of shit. Everything past this telephone pole, we can be on, okay? Everything past this on the outside. So there's a sidewalk here. I'll sit right there at the fucking corner. I'll sit right here, David. I swear to God, David, I'm going to sit right fucking here on the corner of your property where you can't touch us, and I'm going to sit there and hold some fucking signs. I swear to God. And I'll sit there, and I'm going to fucking blast shit down your fucking driveway. I don't care, David. I don't care. Oh, I'm going to. Oh, I'm going to go get signs get made. I'm going to get ones that I can get made. I'm going to get ones that I can actually stake in the ground so when people drive by them, like they can actually see. I'd like to set up a fucking picket of signs, actually. Honestly, if I could get some blanks or something like that. Yep. Get some blank signs or some shit like that and fucking tag all over them. Just to let everybody in Houston know that this hotel is a ground for prostitution and money laundering and just all kinds of fucking debauchery and just sick shit under the name of David E. Taylor. I think it will have an effect. I think it will have an effect. And I think David is going to fucking shit his pants. But yeah, this is the access road. And a lot of cars drive by, Daniela. A lot of cars drive by. Yes. This was the first audit I did back in October of last year, I think.
Not nearly getting enough water as it should be. Again. Now imagine you're coming out of this cult, right? Imagine you're gonna come out of this cult and they...
All right, so this is all public easement. Let me show you something here. This is all public easement right here. Okay, this is public.
Right?
Public. This is all public right here. Public.
Imagine you're gonna come out of this cult.
This is all their land. Oh, this is all their land right here.
And they tell you to fucking kick rocks, right? Imagine you're leaving this cult and they tell you to kick rocks and that's what you see coming out.
Daniela, I've called.
So JMMI, Campus for the Harvest, Global International.
Now again, you guys keep in mind, see the name on the sign? This is revoked. Okay, right here. Everything right here, see all this? This is all public access, okay? This is all public access right here. Everything past this telephone pole is public access. That's just a meter for the electricity. But everything there is public access. So, David, I will be there this weekend, you fucker. You're going to call me a fag? That's cool. I'll show up and fucking make a big fucking scene in front of your hotel again. And make sure everybody fucking sees it this time. David, we got the B-roll footage we needed from up close. Now all we got to do is let the citizens of Houston know. No, the cops can't legally remove us after that. No. Not if it's a peaceful protest. No. Because public acts, like the public road is this. What are we going to do? Fucking cross the street on a busy highway and walk across and fucking do it? No. Because that's what the cops said before. You guys can go across the highway. No, we don't have to. We can stay right here on this side of the street. Because there is a sidewalk right here, okay? There is a sidewalk. And I will sit here. I'll sit there with a fucking umbrella and a lawn chair and a cup of tea, David. Exactly. Exactly. And this weekend we'll be able to see the movement. And, David, I'm going to show up on your fucking birthday, you piece of shit. I'm going to show up on your motherfucking birthday on Saturday, David. I'm going to show up on Saturday fucking morning sometime at some point and wish you happy fucking birthday, you slob. We're tired of your shit, David. You think you're going to run this Greater Works Institute? No, you're not. It's all a con. It's all a con. Let me show you what David's planning to do this weekend, everybody, okay? Give me a second here. Let me show you what this idiot's planning to do this weekend, all right? This dumb shit thinks he's some kind of fucking X-Men or something shit like that, okay? Like, look, supernatural shout. Look, you guys want to see inside the mind of a fucking psychopath? Look, electricity powers, supernatural might and strength. Supernatural shout, everybody. I'm going to just shout at you so fucking loud it's going to make your fucking brain explode, okay? Yes, you did. I got the text message right here, Rufus. You guys, I'll show it to you. Hang on. Give me a second. I'll show it to you. Absolutely did. Yep. They're good at that. And then I don't know if you can see it too good, but yeah, there it is right there. Not now. Not now. No. No. Not now. Look, hyper jumpers, Ascension translation. David, are you serious? Are you serious? This is what you're after. Electricity powers. What a fucking douche. Exactly. Fucking douche. And you know what? It wasn't David personally. It was somebody else. It was somebody else. Like, look at this, man. He is so fucking into himself. Look at this. He's all, hey, everybody, I need to have this big fucking event for my birthday. I know, David, fucking the deacon of douche, man. Yeah, the deacon of douche. That's what you are, David. You're the douchey deacon, man. When Judah, Joseph, Silver, screaming, Jim, Silver, and I'm praying when you're behind. Oh, okay. Supernatural shout. Yeah, Trip 9, but what the fuck, bro? This is weird, dude. Like, that's crazy, dude. He is so just desperate for some kind of following. Exactly. It is. It's desperation. I don't either. I guess it attracts people in David's cult. Like, everybody's like, oh, look, the apostle put all this together, and this is just so... Look, invisibility powers? Invisibility. Really, David? Really? You're getting an audit this weekend, David. Like, look at this. How fucking tough can you get? Oh my God. Oh my God. Anybody ever see the movie The Cell with Jennifer Lopez? Y'all remember that movie, right? Hey, Arlen and Cease and Desist. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today, man? Good to have y'all in here. Y'all ever see that movie The Cell? This is almost like going inside the mind of a fucking lunatic like David. It really is. You should watch it, Daniela Bogdanov. You'll like it, dude. You'll like it. It's a good one, bro. It's a good psychological fucking mind fuck movie, bro. It's a really good movie, dude. One of my, I think I actually have it in my library because it's badass, dude. It's Stanley Kubrick, bro. Stanley Kubrick wrote it, man. Doesn't get any better, honestly, when it comes to fucking mindfuck movies. I know, look at this. I would highly recommend, Daniela, just buy it, bro, because you're going to see it and be like, oh, shit. It's really good. But this is kind of like that movie. Really is. Like, we're all going inside the mind of a douchey deacon. Moses electricity power. Shakers, Paul and Silas. David's all, I'm a shaker, all right. Watch, when I fucking move, I'll just shake the whole fucking hotel, okay? This is absolutely stupid, David. He's going to have all his cult members show up and just fucking boost his ego. That's what it's going to be. Fucking airbender, David. Come on, man. David, this doesn't happen. People aren't fucking invisible, bro. Are you serious, David? Dude, you need your fucking head checked, man. This is why you're getting an audit, David. This is why you're getting another fucking audit. Part this and part for having your fucking cronies call me a fag. I don't get how YouTube allows this piece of shit to run his fucking channel. We're calling him out and YouTube's like, hey, just keep doing it. You're doing a fine job. It's stupid. I don't know how this fuck's getting away with it, man. I really don't. I mean, imagine this. David even said that this is his crown jewel right now. In one of his most recent videos.
So we got cult members here, right?
David said that this hotel is his crown jewel, but I don't know. I think it's one of the mansions or somewhere up north even. Here's a message for David. Hey, David, go change your fucking maxi pad, you slimy bastard. Go change your maxi pad. There's a message for you. I'll bet he won't be live in front of his congregation. Exactly. He'll be somewhere else because, dude, he can't. Dude, David's such a fucking degenerate, Oren. Like, I'm telling you, bro, he's in poor health, man. And I don't wish poor health on anybody, especially fucking somebody like that. Because for his age, his weight range, his size, everything. If anybody's in Houston from the channel, I will be there this weekend, man. Text me. Let's fucking go. I'll be there. Fuck. I'll be there if anybody else doesn't go still. I don't give a shit. I don't care and be hot. I don't care. I got a bullhorn. It's sitting right here. I swear to God. Right here. David. David, it's right here. It's already out. It's going, dude. It's already unpacked, David. Why choose such a weird time, Wednesday, 10 a.m.? Because probably all the neighbors and shit got pissed the last time he did it all late, and they fucking probably reported sound violations and shit. Because last time he did it, he did it all fucking late at night. Yeah, and David laying low, shit, come on, man. But yeah, no, the last time David did this, he did it really late at night. Okay, Uncle Jake, cool. I'll check it here in a second. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see here. That was 2 years ago.
For the arenas, training how to work with.
This is when David first fucking came out of Shutaway and was looking like a goddamn refrigerator. Or like he ate the whole refrigerator.
Where's my anchor for St. Louis? Okay, are you there? Quickly.
Well, Daniela Bata Bogdanov, in the middle of the day, there are no sound rules and shit like that. Certain areas, yeah. But no, we're near a highway. There is going to be no sound. No, there won't be any sound rule violations. Trust me. Nope. No sound violations. Nope. Nope. No. No, last time when we did the audit last time, I had that fucking loudspeaker right at the fucking cops, man. The cops are like, hey man, can you chill out for a minute? But no, there won't be, they can't, speech includes sound. Freedom of speech includes sound. Say we're in like the middle of a school zone or something. Yeah, maybe a little bit different. Blasting sound inside of a busy school while kids are there. Probably a little bit different, right? But we're going out to protest in front of a fucking cold headquarters. Yeah. So I don't think there'll be any issues, Daniela. I really don't. And David, we're showing up. I'm going to show up this weekend, David. I told you. Even if it's just for a little bit, David, just to let you know that you're still on my mind. And that I still do care about your health and that I want you to get better because you're looking like an absolute fucking blob. Not sure yet. I'm going to keep that open for David to figure it out.
Okay, guys, get them on. Okay, turn them up.
Yes, sir. Continue, sir.
Pull the pictures up. Okay, there we go. Tell me what's going on.
Good evening, sir. It's
We haven't seen her in a long time either.
so good to see you. Surface out of Shutaway, sir.
Surface from the crab grounds,
it's
everybody.
amazing to be here in St. Louis. We were just on the grounds just minutes ago, right before you came out, and we were on the private many campuses that you're establishing. It's a really
Believers, but you didn't have nothing in place for them to become disciples of all men or students. And so the places like ORU, which is
Something happened with Ashley, Daniela. We don't know, man. She went on the lam, dude, and we haven't seen her in a while, dude. We think she got pregnant. And had a baby. No, we'll never see Michelle. No, Oren, we'll never see Michelle. Because Michelle is going to be protected like the golden egg because she knows all, she sees all, she's done everything, she knows about the money. They're going to protect Michelle. Now, she might do a voiceover, but I won't. Last time we saw Michelle was the last time we saw Michelle, whenever that was.
Oral Roberts, Dr. Oral Roberts, and
Yes.
also other universities.
Yes, Michelle is the brain.
Christian universities, Liberty University, other universities that's been established, they try to make disciples of students of all people. But the other thing, those who did do it, that was very rare. But the majority of the body of Christ don't do this.
Let's go back to the audit here.
And so the Lord began to say to me,
Because this is important about you, David. This audit, David, this one's going to be a lot more effective, okay? Promise you. Right? Laundering money, extortion, fucking sexual assault.
Think Joseph likes being on camera? Let's see. He's got Joseph out here in a black fucking suit in the middle of summer. Marcus, hey, come do an interview, man. Come talk to me about the campus. I want to know. The viewers want to know about your campus, right? This is a Bible campus. Come tell us about it, please. There's Joseph right there. There's a man in charge down here. Michelle's probably here somewhere too. Concubine number 1 is here somewhere because David's got Ashley up north in Taylor. So Oh yeah, Susan Altman. Susan Altman, David fucked you, okay? That real estate deal that you just did, Susan, okay? That real estate deal that you just did, and again, I'm just shooting around here so people know what we're looking at with this cult. I am not on their property.
Jack, I'll be there again this weekend. Jack Huddick, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate you, man. Hit that like and subscribe. I will be there again this weekend for sure. I'll be there again this weekend to do another audit because they decided to text me this morning and call me a fag. I didn't want to do anything with them this weekend, but poke the bear a little bit. I'll wake up. It's good, David. This is going to bring a lot more attention than you want to, trust me.
Property in any fucking means. See this border? That's their property line. That is their motherfucking property line right there. That's it. And they're probably calling, well, is he on your property? Nope, sorry, I can't do shit about it. Have a nice day. Right? And then check this out. This is a so-called church, right? Check it.
Oh, they wouldn't dare vandalize a vehicle. No, that would be a charge. That would be a charge. They would not dare fucking touch our vehicles, trust me. No, they wouldn't, that would be a charge. When you start vandalizing vehicles, now you're fucking damage to property. Now you're committing a crime. Now you're committing a crime, Daniela. Yep. That's a crime. That is a crime, my friend. Yep. Oh, I'm going to take all kinds of pictures. I'm going to take all kinds of videos. I'm doing it all, man. If you want to join this Saturday, let me know. My number is at the bottom of the screen, the 314 number. Just text me.
They got fucking cones set up, so it's like it's like a fucking maze to get in, right?
I'm motivated to do this, Daniela. I'm motivated to do this.
They're setting this up like the fucking Taylor Embassy. Look at this. They got it set up like the fucking Taylor Embassy. Like, oh, this is the Taylor Embassy now, okay? This is the Taylor Embassy. We're writing the Taylor Testament here, everybody, okay?
Tell me this doesn't look like fucking Koresh's last stand. Doesn't it look like Koresh's last stand? Fucked up, man. And thousands of Houstonians are driving by it every day, probably not knowing what the fuck's going on here. They will this Saturday, though. They will. They will. David, I'm telling you, us getting us kicked off Mahesh's property, that was fine. All right, because now we have to sit on yeah. Yeah, just need a helipad on the roof.
This is all David E.
This U-Haul is MIA, and people have been seen getting out of this thing at this hotel, okay? Just saying. There is trafficking going on here. This U-Haul's missing.
Taylor's Testament and his church. This isn't a church, everybody. This is 100% full-blown religious extortion cult. It's for you guys. You want to see how scared these guys are? Check this out. Watch. Check it. These guys won't even come out and talk to me. These guys won't even come out and talk to me.
Oh, Jack, that's a daily word for them. And my reply to all that is like, is David projecting much to you guys or what? My reply to that, they want to call me a fag. Dang, what's David doing to you guys in there? It sounds like he's, you know, there's a lot of tendencies in there going around with the men. David, you know what, Danielle? We don't even fucking know anymore. I think he's here in Houston, though. I really do. I think he's down here in Houston. He's guarded. He's protected. He's got a gated community right here. He's got his own little fucking Taylor compound. Yeah, I think she was, babe. I think she got pregnant. Yep. Yep. But no, I've got cease and desist on my wall from these assholes. They've tried to shut me down. They've tried to shut me down with lawyers and shit like that, and they failed. And I know the trolls are dropping in right now. So, guys, what's up, man? I'll see you all this weekend, okay? I'll see you guys this weekend. I can't this time. You can call the police. You can call Harris County. You can call whoever the fuck you want. And they're not going to do a shit this time because we won't be on your property. And you know what? This time we're going to get the point across even better. I promise you. I promise you. You, David, like I said, man, you sending your cronies after me, sending these derogatory texts, It's like you like to fuck around, don't you? You like to see what kind of reaction you're going to get. You really do. You really think like, oh, I'm going to get a reaction out of him. Yeah, but it's not going to be the one you want. No, because it's bad. It's bad service there. It's bad service there, Rufus, unfortunately. So no, I won't be streaming, but I will record it and I will upload it without a doubt. Without a doubt. I will record and I will upload. Yeah.
These guys are supposed to be of Jesus, right? I mean, you think they'd want to come out and spread the word of God, right? And teach everybody about what's going on here with David E. Taylor's JMMI International Global Campus for the Harvest. I'd really like to talk to one of them. Like, they don't even got to come outside the safety of their little cult compound. I just want to interview them right here. But you know what? I wouldn't want to fucking interview me either, especially when my name's been fucking put on a fraud report by me, right? He's like, I'm calling the cops again, okay? Because he hasn't left yet. Look at this. And I have the property lines on my phone, my other phone too, so.
Hey, Oren. Hey, bro, we're not here to pick apart the way people spell, all right, dude? I could come back and say why you keep capitalizing everything in the chat. So let's not pick apart the way people spell, bro, okay? Like, I get it, and you want to be fucking proper with everything, but that's not what we're about here, okay? So just chill, dude. Just chill, all right? Don't worry about how fucking other people spell. If you can't handle it, just don't fucking worry about it, bro.
Let's keep that in mind. So if the cops want to show up, I'll show them where the property line ends. And unless these guys call these property owners, and they can't do shit.
Cease and desist is definitely not a troll, bro.
Marcus! Hey, yes, man, come here, Marcus! 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 Don't be scared, Marcus! You have a lot to say on the fellatio mansion. You guys give a lot of fellatio there, Marcus? A lot of fellatio, huh? Donor money fellatio.
Nah, he won't, Jack, ever.
Oh, man. This has probably just got to fucking burn him.
Because you know what? They don't possess that power, Jack. I know these guys don't possess that power to say, oh, God's going to hurt you. God's going to kill you. No, he's not. God, they don't possess that power to fucking cast spells and shit on people like that. Oh, God's going to kill you. God's going to hurt you.
This has probably just got to burn him right now. Look, I'm right here at the fucking front gate, and there ain't shit they can do about it. See? There's their front gate right there, right? You guys, this is supposed to be a church campus, right? Why would they block off their fucking front gate? Why would a church, a campus...
Yeah, C&D was just actually fucking texting me this morning, so yeah, I know he's legit.
JMMI International Global, revoked by the IRS. It's funny, these guys have a lot to say on social media and shit, but when the real time comes for the real questions to be asked, look, they fucking hide. They fucking hide. Joseph, I got questions, man. Come on, dude. Joseph, you guys have a lot of stuff to say on YouTube, man. Come talk to me, bro. I'll ask you yes or no questions. I won't even cuss. This whole place, this whole fucking hotel knows that I'm here now. all these cult members, they probably all know, like, fuck, he's outside in front right now. Oh, and by the way, there's kids here too. There's kids locked up.
Hey, this is where Cliff said he decided to call me. Remember I said where Cliff got in touch with me? He's like, I watched this video when he said there are kids there. He's like, then I saw my ex-wife there. Oh yeah, and I talked to Ashley Ware yesterday. You guys want to hear? You guys want to hear what Ashley Ware had to say? Hang on, I'll show you. Give me a second. I just recorded it on my iPad, but hang on, give me a second. It was just a short video.
No matter what you think or say, God is going to show it. God's going to show it to be a spectacle for everyone to see. And can I help you with anything, or did you just want to call and ask questions?
No, I'm curious about the stage that you guys, about the stage that's set up out in front of the hotel there.
So you know what? If you go on Facebook and YouTube, Apostle has it all laid out. We are starting the Greater Work School, and it's going to be really incredible. Everything's laid out. You know, if you want to go to Facebook.
So wait, it's a school? So Ashley, hold on. You're talking over me. It's a school?
Yes.
Is it accredited? What kind of degree do you get?
It's a Christian baby. It's like how Jesus has the 12 disciples.
Okay, but is it accredited through the state of Texas? What kind of degree plan is there, Ashley? Serious question.
You know what? I can get your name. I can get your name and number, and you can talk to that department. They'll give you all those details.
Ashley, where?
And your number.
Ashley, where? This is Alex Travanovich.
Your number, so I can have that department reach out to you, and they can give you all the information you need.
Okay, Ashley, I interviewed your ex-husband, Cliff Ware.
Yep. Talked to Ashley Ware yesterday. That was her. Hey, Mickey the Monkey, good evening. David's getting an audit this weekend, so anybody that's in Houston, if you want to go, let me know. Drop me a text. I'm going. Anybody's welcome to join me, man. I'll sit out there and look like an asshole. I don't care. I don't care. But this time it's going to have a lot greater effect than the last couple times.
Inside this fucking hotel. There's kids in here. Anybody that's got kids here, let me know through the channel. I'll put you in the right with the right.
Right there. This right here. This was the exact point.
Kids here too. There's kids locked up inside this fucking hotel. There's kids in here. Anybody that's got kids here, let me know through the channel. I'll put you in the right with the right people. There's traffic. This is trafficking. Human trafficking 101. This is right. This is supposed to be a church, everybody. Supposed to be a church. But Dave.
It was shortly after this that Cliff actually got in contact with me, y'all. So big shout out to Cliff because his kids were there, man. His kids were there, and he's like, yo, man, these people are moving my fucking kids around, man, not telling me when and where they're going. He's like, that's bullshit. Bullshit.
David has managed to somehow, I don't know. Marcus! Look, there's Marcus right there. Marcus, come here, man. Marcus! Marcus Aurelius! Marcus Bulbus! Is it so dynamic? It's so duo. It's so dynamic, Marcus. Yes, tell me about the dynamic duo of the JMMI International Global One Soul at a Time Campus for the Harvest, Houston, Texas. They still haven't come out yet, guys. Whatever could they have to hide behind here? Y'all smash that like and subscribe too if you're new. This is David E. Taylor's cult. Okay, what he's done, David's moved his cult from Taylor, Michigan, okay, because he fucked up there. He burned all his bridges there. Then he moved it to, let's see, where else did he go? Then he goes down to Florida, gets kicked the fuck out of there. He just quit claimed a property to Susan Altman, right? He probably got kicked out of Florida. He's like, oh, let's go buy a hotel in Houston. That's a great fucking idea with donor money. $800,000 is what I'm gonna put down, okay? And guess what? Nobody could come in or out, only for 1 to 3 weeks. That way we can figure out if we can fucking scam you or not, okay? Look what's behind me, a fucking access road, a freeway. And look how far back it is, you guys. Look, that's about 100 yards, man. Set back
Daniela.
from the road, right? Of course, they don't want anybody seeing what's going on in here. Nah. Why would you? Why would anybody want to know what's going on behind a supposed college campus in Houston? Right? Michelle, you up there somewhere? I bet Michelle's got a fucking penthouse on the 3rd floor of a fucking 2-star hotel, huh? I wonder where Joseph sleeps. Joseph probably sleeps in the fucking basement. Marcus! Look, they don't even acknowledge me, man. They won't even fucking look at me. Oh, man. These guys got me fucking scared. They're scared. They are scared. Okay,
These guys talk a lot of shit online and behind the scenes. But man, when I put my face out here, these guys have
anybody that's come out of this cult, look,
scared.
Look how fucking close I am to them. These guys are fucking just manipulators. Look, they're too fucking scared to come out and do a real interview with somebody that's got a fucking brain because they know what they're doing is wrong. Religious cult hotel, Houston, right here. Look, this lady over here, she probably doesn't even know what the fuck she's working. Look, that's probably their cleaning lady or some shit like that. Probably paying her fucking pennies on the dollar. Who knows? I don't know. She's got a nice car. She's got a nice fucking whip, so I don't think you're paying her cheap. But
Now, David,
I'm curious why these guys won't come out and do an interview.
the second one was even better. This is what actually opened up the fucking can of worms right here. Was this one? Nope, wrong one. My bad. Go back. It was this one right here.
$10 can help fund powerful.
Shut your filthy whore mouth. This one right here. This one right here.
Yeah, man, supposedly the owner. He said he was the owner, and then he tells the officer, "Oh, this is my dad's
I was
land."
like, dude, we checked on your privilege district. The city owns it, motherfucker. There's a city on the property.
How is this land owned by him, and he's doing nothing with the land? That makes
Sometimes
no
people
sense.
will buy it like investors and just sit on it.
Yeah, but I've researched too. It's been here for a while now. I don't know. It's kind of strange. It's just
Last
strange,
time we
you know?
checked it, the county.
All right. Now, this is Mahesh Express. This is Javi's brother-in-law right here. Javi MMI. This is Javi MMI's brother-in-law. Don't waste your money, Oren. It's just trash, dude. But this is fucking Mahesh Express right here. And we found out they were doing business together, running tricks together. Mahesh. Did David tell you there was a whole fucking social media presence behind him that's trying to expose him for what he was doing? And your dumbass shows up on our fucking audit to a religious sex cult? You know how dumb you did? You know, I can't begin to explain how fucking dumb that was to walk right into our audit. All we had to do was do some background on you, and it all fucking made sense. Everything made sense from there on out. We're like, where is David getting all the money? How is he financing this? Oh, well, he's running tricks. Prostitution. More deep, more dark, and more dirty. He's fucking totally fucking heartless and just fucking self-absorbed. It is. It's you know what? I just read about another fucking pastor moral failure in Texas. It's happening every day now. And if you're being abused by your church leader, you need to speak up. That's a fact. No, you know what? Hang on. You know what? We're going to watch this because this guy fucking hit on some solid points. We're going to watch this. Right here. This is important to what we're doing. We're going to watch this.
There is electromagnetic energy in that pyramid between...
Let's take it back from today, back to the 80s when you first came.
This is from Channel 8, WFAA. This is in Texas. This is Texas pastor explains why he wants Gateway Church to tell the truth about Robert Morris allegations. Okay. This guy hit on a lot of solid points. I think it's important that we do view it and we do watch it. If you haven't seen it, we'll watch it together. This guy's solid, man.
And to knowing Robert Morris, talk to me a little bit about your relationship with him over the years.
Sure, I was a college student and went to Shady Grove Church in 1988. Met him probably about a year later, and was really interested to get to know him. He was a great preacher and really popular with the eldership and doing what I
He started serving with the popular eldership, okay?
could to help him and wanted to learn. He was a good teacher, or so I thought at the time.
You continue to stay in touch kind of off and on, it sounds like, over the years.
Very much, yeah. Up until about right at 10 years ago when I left Gateway Church. I was there as an executive pastor for 3 years, and then I resigned.
How did getting to Gateway come about?
I was at Shady Grove. I went from being a volunteer over the years all the way to being an elder and being the executive pastor, working directly for the senior pastor who was there at the time, and left there, went to Amarillo, and was a college pastor and senior pastor as well. And through transitions, leaving that church, basically started bouncing around and trying to find my place where I would fit in ministry We went to 2 other places, and Gateway offered me a job in 2011, and so we took that.
What did you think of Gateway at the time?
What did I think of it? It seemed a whole lot more sane and healthy than the past place
What I'm starting to learn about some of these churches, if the sanctuary is really big and it's a mega church, it's probably not a good place. That's just...
I had been.
A whole lot more sane and healthy. You were served there for 3 years?
3 years.
What role?
Just shy of 3 years. I was the executive pastor over college and career age, and I was set to take all the family ministries, and in fact, they'd announced it, and I decided to resign.
Why did you decide to resign?
Doctrine was one thing. The doctrine that we saw taught there, we could not agree with. We weren't at peace with. Don't believe it was biblical. I still don't. And there was a moral issue that was uncovered, and that they covered up.
A moral issue. What the fuck are these moral issues that these pastors are having that they feel so compelled to fucking cover up? It's like when there's a moral issue, oh, it's a moral failure. So you mean these guys are fucking pedophiles? You guys just don't want to say it? Is that the problem? That's what this all sounds like to me. I watched this guy's interview. It's great, but there's a lot of contradictory fucking sayings in here that this guy's talking about. It's a good interview overall, but it's... I don't know, man.
Chose not to deal with, and so I made the decision to remove my family without making a big deal about it.
What was the moral issue?
They had a security man who bragged to me about the women in the church he was sleeping with. And so I went to the executive senior pastor's office, Tom Lane, and I told him what had happened. I didn't tell him who. He said, you go tell the man he'll be fired by Friday if he doesn't resign. I told the man that. He mocked. He said, there's no way I'm going to be fired. And then when I talked to one of the people at HR, they found out who it was. They said he's probably not going to let him go. And so, sure enough, brought me into the office and said he apologized. He had the man's two supervisors there, and he said, I shouldn't have misspoke. I spoke too soon, and so we're going to handle this another way. And I let him know after that meeting that I was going to want to go ahead and leave.
Why was that so important to you?
Well, when you say one thing and you do another, that's not integrity. And when you say you believe the scripture's true, then you're gonna believe that immorality is a sin, and that if someone's caught in that, can they be forgiven? Yeah, but they are disqualified from functioning in a leadership role where he could leverage that position with the women.
Thank you. Perfect point, right? He should be disqualified because he has now abused his position of power. It doesn't matter if you're a fucking janitor at the church or the fucking pastor. When you're in the church, people are vulnerable. And the church fucking knows that. This guy's hitting on a fucking solid spot. You got to get rid of him. He's abused his position of power. Who gives a fuck if he's maintenance?
That he was courting.
Hey guys, what's going on in the chat here?
You mentioned doctrine as another issue. What
Yeah.
were some of the specifics of the doctrine that you didn't agree with?
The doctrine would be mainly the prosperity teachings. It's a perversion of the tithe. Tithe is biblical, absolutely it is. But in the New Testament, you pervert it when you add to the teaching of the tithe that there is still a consequence of curse or blessing. So when you say that, God has directed us to return the tithe, 10%, to the place where we're fed the word, great. And also free will offerings. That's 1 Corinthians 9 and 2 Corinthians 9. There's a difference. But in the tithe, in the Old Testament, there was a guaranteed financial result. And that was actually the subtitle of his book, The Blessed Life, when it first came out. That's not that way now. You can tithe and still have your washing machine break. You can still get cancer. You could lose a loved one. You could have a failed business. It does not guarantee you that blessing. It doesn't.
Perfectly said. Tithing does not guarantee a blessing, everybody. This guy's fucking killing it. All right. Enough, you guys. Cease and desist. Don't be fucking talking to the community members like that, bro. Come on, dude. People don't fucking diss on your religion, okay? I don't see anybody dissing on your shit. Don't fucking do it here, cease and desist. I don't give a fuck if we text and shit like that. Doesn't give you the right to be a fucking prick on the channel, all right? Cut the crap, bro. Don't fucking do it. I don't want people talking bad about other people's fucking church here, bro. If you don't like it, get the fuck off. I'll mod the fucking channel. You don't like it, kick fucking rocks. And that's for everybody. Cease and desist, cut the shit. I see you fucking antagonizing people. Cut it the fuck out. You don't like what people have to say? Don't fucking talk then. Just keep your fucking mouth shut. Cut the crap, dude. Nobody's fucking religion is perfect, cease and desist. Get that through your fucking head. That's been through my fucking head for a long fucking time. You saying fucking everything's rhetoric, dude? Back the fuck off. Nobody wants to hear it, bro. Chill the fuck out.
Nor does it guarantee you a curse. And what is taught is that if you don't tithe, you come into a curse. Even opening yourself up to demons, he has taught publicly. Well, that's not true. The Bible's very clear.
Well, you know what, cease and desist? You sure are fucking acting like it right now, dude. You're acting like you're fucking perfect. So cut the shit, okay? Cut the shit, bro. I don't want to hear you fucking say some shit like that, dude. That ain't cool, bro. What if I told you you go to some fucking stupid ass church? What if I told you you went to some stupid ass church? I didn't hear anybody fucking tell you that, dude. And you got to fire back, oh, I bet you probably go to some stupid ass church. Come on, man. Really? Cease? Really, bro? Don't be like them. All right? Don't fucking be like David and everybody else. Tell them it's fucking wrong, dude. Yeah, I'll rewind a bit.
Tithe is biblical. Absolutely it is. But in the New Testament, you pervert it when you add to the teaching of the tithe that there is still a consequence of curse or blessing. So when you say that, God has directed us to return the tithe, 10%, to the place where we're fed the word, great. And also free will offerings. That's 1 Corinthians 9 and 2 Corinthians. There was a guaranteed financial result. And that was actually the subtitle of his book, The Blessed Life, when it first came out. That's not that way now. You can tithe and still have your washing machine break. You can still get cancer. You could lose a loved one. You could have a failed business. It does not guarantee you that blessing. It doesn't. Nor does it guarantee you a curse. And what is taught is that if you don't tithe, you come into a curse. Even opening yourself up to demons, he has taught publicly. Well, that's not true. The Bible's very clear.
Catherine's teaching that too. Catherine and all these fucks are teaching that, hey, if you don't tithe, you're going to get fucking demons. They all preach this shit. Hey, if you don't tithe, hey, you need to sow a seed or else you're not anointed. You don't get your demons cast out, okay? You need to pay to get your demons cast out.
Christ became a curse for us because it's written, curses everyone who hangs on a tree. Jesus took our curse. There is no more curse left for the child of God. And Jesus is our blessing.
I know, cease and desist, which is exactly why we don't need that type of bullshit in the chat, bro, okay? I respect everybody's fucking opinion on religion here, and I expect everybody else to respect everybody else's stance on religion. We may not all agree on this topic. This is about religious cults. It's not about bashing other people in the chat and their religion, okay? We're a community here. Don't do that, dude. Please, I'm begging you. We can bash on the cults and shit like that. Let's do the cult members and the leaders and shit like that, but not our own community, guy. Come on, bro. We're not those people. We're trying to get out there these fucking cult leaders, dude. Not after our own people, man. I get it. Everybody's got their beliefs and you can't change that. Nobody's going to change my mind about David being a fucking con artist and Catherine being a con artist. No. I'm not going to change C&D's belief about what he feels or OS's belief about how they feel. No. I'm not. Religion is a very fucking cemented belief system in people's lives, man. Can't change that. Just respect everybody's belief here, man. All right? We may not all agree. You know what I don't agree on? Is all these fucking churches getting away with all this crime. That's one thing I hope we can all agree on, is these fucks are committing huge crimes.
Blessing. He is the greatest blessing we'll have. We don't have to pay to have him. That was twisted. The other end of it was There is no more curse left for the child of God. And Jesus is our blessing. He is the greatest blessing we'll have. We don't have to pay to have him. That was twisted.
We don't have to pay to have Jesus. We've been saying it here for fucking years now. You don't need to pay to get Jesus, right, C&D? Babe, Trip 9, Uncle Jake, do we need to pay to get to Jesus? Do we have to pay, literally? Do we need to pay to get to Jesus? How do we get to Jesus? You fucking have a conversation with the dude here, in your heart, in your Bible, at home with your family. Pray with your friends. You don't need money to get to Jesus. This guy's killing it.
The other end of it was it became very political. And so as we saw those things arising, we began to look somewhere else. But it's quite difficult when you're in that environment, kind of an ecosystem. You don't really know what else is out there. So,
what do you mean by that?
Well, when you're related to an association of sister churches, you don't really look outside of those relationships for potential to serve somewhere or even attend. And so that took quite some doing.
It becomes your world.
It becomes your world. It becomes your world.
You mentioned some of the prosperity things. That's interesting to me. Gateway is obviously a huge church with a lot of money coming in. What did you make of that?
The hugeness or the money?
I think the money, given your kind of concerns about the prosperity teachings.
I didn't have a problem with the money. I don't think it's a problem if people are giving it with a clear conscience and a willing heart. I think that's fine. I think it damages that testimony when you've manipulated for it. And what I mean by that is, again,
let's take a peek here. Let's see what his name is. Stephen LeBlanc, right here. Stephen LeBlanc, now pastor of Sherman Bible Church, and feels betrayed by Morris. Okay, so this guy actually worked for Morris. C&D, I'm with you. Why the fuck aren't the FBI involved with on this shit, dude? What the fuck, dude? You're talking, dude, this church is on the $1 billion club, bro. He ain't far off. You take all the assets and you sell all this shit off. Dude, Robert Morris is getting a fucking paycheck on the way out for fucking molested kids. Like, hey, let's just fucking keep the doors open. Where the fuck is the FBI, first of all? Where the fuck, LeBlanc, let me get back here. Give me a second here. It's LeBlanc, I think it was, bro. LeBlanc. 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 French. Yep. LeBlanc. Yep. So he was a former pastor. He worked under Morris, man. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're good, bro. No. He started messing with that young girl when she was 12, and then he fucking blames it on her. Oh, well, she was just a Jezebel. She had the Jezebel spirit. Are you serious, Robert Morris? I won't be streaming over it, but I will record.
Giving them a promise
for tomorrow
of a blessing
for David,
or the threat of a curse. It's the carrot or the stick. That's the wrong motivation. That's not a heart motivation. That's a very carnal, fleshly, earthly motivation to do something that the Bible was really commanding us to do from a willing, grateful heart. And so that would be my only issue with that, which is a huge issue. But the dollar amounts, I don't have a problem with that.
The esteemed Detective William.
So no problem with the dollar amounts. All right.
You left on good terms, would you say?
Exceptional terms. I had his letter of recommendation.
Whose letter? I'm sorry.
Roberts. Pastor Roberts. Then,
hey, I just got a letter of recommendation from a pedophile. Hey, will you take my letter of recommendation from a fucking pedophile, anybody? Come on, dude. Like, again, this is a good interview, but there's a lot of contradictory shit in it. It's like, dude, you left a church with a letter from a now accused pedophile. Well, here's the thing, Trip 9. You know what I found out on YouTube? On YouTube, Trip 9? That YouTube is going to start taking down those videos where those predator poachers are doing fake meetups. No, policies change with YouTube on that, buddy. They're not allowing it anymore, dude. That YouTube is not allowing it anymore for those fake meetups. It's too dangerous.
Pastor Robert, his letter of recommendation to go anywhere. I was sent with a blessing, 3 months severance that I didn't ask for. It was very peaceable,
severance.
and I wanted it to be peaceable. So I left under promotion, both financial and in title.
Where'd you go next?
I worked for a friend. in New Hampshire and became a penny stock trader, which is about the lowest feeling you can have coming out of ministry. And now you're hustling things on Wall Street. And so I learned the industry and moved out of that and started doing ETFs and options. And I did that for 2 years while we just really looked for a place to feel settled. We had found that early in the search. We found that at the Village Church in Flower Mount. And so we became covenant members there for it was almost 3 years. We were going there near the end when I was still employed at Gateway as well.
Check this out. While I'm streaming, I get an email from some guy, Gaming Insan, Pratyusha Prati Usharma 222222 at gmail.com. Big fan of your YouTube, but hello, I'm Pratyush Sharma, a huge fan of your YouTube channel. Your videos are incredibly informative, but it breaks my heart to see that you are not reaching their full potential. These are the people that want me to buy subs and views. This is how they do it right here. As a video editor, I can help enhance your content with engaging editing, eye-catching thumbnails, and optimized marketing strategies. These guys are such fucking scammers. We can also provide a demo video to showcase our capabilities. I'd love to discuss how we can work together to make your channel go viral. If you're not interested, please reply with a no so that I can remove you from my follow-up list and not disturb you further. Pretty much fuck off. I don't want some scammer running my channel. Yeah, it's a scam. Fuck yeah, it's a scam. Hell yeah, those are the guys that those are the fucking guys that buy your subs and views. Those are your fake bots. Yeah, I always tell them fuck off.
Got it. So you weren't even attending Gateway while you were still employed there?
No, only when I had.
It's like, yeah, dude, if I'm getting channel traffic.
Had to. Yeah, I was fulfilling my responsibilities and keeping my word to finish well.
How'd you get here?
I got here, I had a meeting with one of the executive pastors at the Village. I'm just working my job. Had a meeting with him one Saturday night after one of the services. We served in the 4-year-old ministry, taking care of the kids. And had a meeting with a man named Brian Miller, great guy. And at the end of it, probably talked for about an hour, he's getting his motorcycle gear on and he says, hey, would you ever want to be a senior pastor again? And my first response was, no, I think I'm cured. He said, well, we're talking with this church in Sherman that's looking for a pastor. They've come to us and asked help in finding the right man. And I said, okay, let me pray about it. And I prayed about it. I said, yeah, you can give him my phone number and who's now one of my best friends ever, Steve Morgan, who's one of the elders here, gave me a call that next Tuesday.
And the rest, as they say,
is history. Good history.
Right, Daniel? This guy seems pretty humble, right? He gives off good vibes, right? He does. This guy gives off legit vibes. But again, there's some stuff in here that is kind of contradictory to what he says, right? We're going to watch this interview. It's a 25-minute interview. We're going to keep going for a bit because we're going to do an audit on David. This is about David. You're going to get an audit on your birthday. But I felt this is also important for people who might be thinking about joining one of these charismatic movements to pay attention to these people who have been tied up in them. All right? I'm not Christian. I go to church, but I see these guys as fucking con artists. This guy, he's very informative, but yeah, I like LeBlanc. I like his interview, but when he says not to focus on the money, then he fucking was at Robert Morris's church all his life. Like, I don't make that make sense.
You're here, and in the last few weeks, there's been a lot of news about where you were before, at Gateway. What did you think when you first heard about this story about Robert and Cindy?
Well, it was a shock. It was a disappointment because the story that we'd heard through the years was there was a moral failure or there was indiscretion. There's a lot of
moral
words
failure
that make it what it's not. Rarely calling it flat out sin. It certainly was not called child molestation. It certainly was not called child rape. And so when we found out the details about it, particularly when we read the statement that he'd made, calling her a young lady, that was a very crushing blow.
Surprising given what you knew about Robert?
I was very surprised. I was stunned. It took me days to feel that. And I'm not sure, I'm still not sure I feel it completely. So.
You talk about being stunned.
Yeah.
When we talked earlier, anger too?
Anger, absolutely. I believe there is a righteous way to be angry. I believe you can be angry and not fall in sin by being evil, vindictive, and vengeful. That's not my intent. It honestly is not.
That's my question. What is a moral failure with a kid? The thing is, Daniela,
I can tell you my intent. I have reasons for even wanting to speak to media. Can I give you those now?
Yeah. Well,
let
me ask you about that anger. So
Sure.
you know, in that.
okay, we're just exactly. Let's talk about that. What the fuck is a moral failure with a 12-year-old? What the fuck is moral failure with a fucking 12-year-old little girl in a fucking church, you guys? Daniela Bogdanov brings up a good point. What the fuck is moral failure? No, and you know what, Uncle Jake? I've been starting to hear echoes. This is going to change the statute of limitations for child crimes. I don't think they're going to put a statute of limitations on it. I think they're going to take it away. I really do. I've been kind of hearing echoes of it. I think pretty soon we're going to hear that. Once a child crime is committed, it's considered, that's it, you're done.
Righteous anger, how would you describe it? I mean, what are you angry about?
I'm angry about the fact that a child was raped. I'm angry about the fact that she was raped repeatedly for 4.5 years. I'm angry about the fact that it was someone who was supposedly trusted because he was in ministry. I'm angry about the fact that when it did come to light, he basically took 2 years off, as that other investigators have found, and then he came back into ministry. And I'm angry about the fact that he was covering that up all these years, and that there was a cover-up, at least of 1 or 2 other people, to forward that. And so we were trusting this person around our children.
They knew.
And
they all knew.
many others had as well. And so that's a feeling of betrayal, and that something like that would happen. It would happen in a church, particularly, and happen under the purview of someone who's claiming to know God on such an intimate way that he speaks for him in immediate first-person revelation.
You talk about a betrayal. Does the fact that then Pastor Morris talked about what happened so often over the years make it feel worse?
It does, because it feels like a smokescreen. It feels like that was a bit of a hiding in plain sight. In other words, I've already said everything, I've told you this. And in a way, it made him look humble. It made him look broken. It made him look like he had been disciplined of God, as though he'd really come to this place of repentance and he could be related to. But the key facts of the story were left out, because that, in fact, does change everything. It changes everything related to a qualification for ministry, as well as civil penalty.
We're aware of this.
I feel he's legit. No, I'm with you. He's legit. No, this dude's super legit, Daniela. No, this dude's super legit. I'm with you, bro.
As well as civil penalty.
Do you know if people within Gateway were aware of this?
I do know through Cindy. Yes. None of those people have confessed those things to me. So what I'm repeating is what Cindy has told me.
Do you believe there was a cover-up?
Early on. I think, in my opinion, it was previous to Gateway. It's to Gateway's inception. But then during that time, between 2005 and 2007, it's highly likely that other people saw those emails, the emails I've read, and the emails you've seen, that went to the executive office, to his administrative assistant, and the executive senior pastor, who answered some of those emails. That just seems highly unlikely that no one else knew that. I can't say that for a fact. In fact, I reached out to the man who was executive senior pastor at the time. I asked him point blank. He chose not to respond. It's either him first, he did not want to talk.
What do you think folks who go to Gateway now should make of that?
Make of what?
Make of the fact that you believe other people knew about this. It wasn't just something that only Robert and Cindy knew.
Right. Well, I think that the elders that are still there right now, I believe that those men were ignorant of that. They made some changes. They put some people on. They called them leaves of absence. I think that's an interesting term, because that's temporary, It doesn't speak to anything that's punitive. It doesn't speak to any investigation of truth. Maybe they are doing it, but maybe they're not.
Keep in mind, they hired their own firm to do an investigation into the church, okay? These people hired their own firm.
It doesn't speak to a change in influence, a change in compensation, certainly not a change in title. And so that is very concerning to me. If I were at Gateway, I would be very concerned.
About how the church is handling it.
Very concerned.
Do you think the church has taken responsibility for it?
No.
Ooh, we told him no. I haven't watched this whole interview, man. Dude straight said, nah, they take responsibility for it.
Concerned.
Do you think the church has taken responsibility for it?
No.
What do you think would be taking responsibility?
Taking responsibility would be for a thorough investigation from a neutral outside entity to look into that. They could easily...
A neutral outside entity come in and do their own investigation. Maybe the FBI, maybe the IRS, maybe a fucking neutral law firm that doesn't know shit about the fucking church. Somebody not tied into the system. I mean, come on, man. Take your pick. There's a lot of fucking people to do it.
Easily do that. Instead, they've hired a firm that specializes in damage control.
At the police,
Lawrence
yeah.
Swicegood is an expert at that. I knew him personally years ago. Seems a great guy, and I believe the counsel that he's given them from a corporate standpoint is solid. But it leaves out the element of what actually happened. I would add this. It's common knowledge among many of us that serve there that each of the Gateway elders meetings are recorded. Ever since its inception, Robert told me about this multiple times. Always recommended churches should do this. Release the recordings. Let's see it. Let's hear it. And at least turn it over to a neutral investigator. If you don't want to flip it to the media, I understand that. But show it. Because if these things were discussed and nothing was mentioned, to me, that clears those men.
Or and do you think it's important for people to see what the discussion was like when it finally broke, to understand?
I think all of that's important. So yeah, 2005, 2007-ish, and probably in the recent, that would be very helpful. To me, integrity is not hard to prove if you have integrity. Just let people see it, demonstrate it, tell the truth.
They won't investigate citizens like this, the CIA. They'll investigate terrorists, local terrorists, like domestic terrorists, fuck yeah. But they're not going to investigate a church. No, that's FBI, DEA, local fucking, it's outside of the CIA. Central Intelligence Agency. Yeah, don't take your family to Gateway.
Be transparent.
You don't think Gateway's doing that?
I don't see that. That's my one man's individual opinion from, granted, a limited perspective. I'm not omni anything.
CIA won't step in on a piece of shit like this. No way. No way. They're too busy. They got other shit. They're trying to catch terrorists and shit like that. But as far as yeah, I'm with you guys. The CIA will investigate. If there's they feel domestic terrorism going on, fuck yeah, fucking get them. That would be, if it was domestic, if it was domestic, I'm sure it'd probably be a multi-division investigation. You'd probably have DEA, ATF, you'd probably have everybody from the fucking top down knowing what's going on.
And they may be, in fact, handling that differently, but I don't see that. What we see is a celebration. We're going to keep moving forward. They're on to the future. There's not really, it doesn't appear to have even been a lament.
As someone who has friends there who was involved in the organization, how does it feel to see that?
I'm sad. I'm very saddened. There's people there I love. They know I love them. I know they love me. There's people there who hate me. They've made that clear.
Really?
Really.
How?
They've contacted us, contacted our church. And yeah. And it's possible that some of these people are masquerading themselves as Gateway people. That's a possibility. I know that for a fact that happened on Twitter. And so I retracted a statement about that. I have no angst toward the congregation at Gateway Church, none.
I am running to be president of the United States, and I need you with me in this fight.
Shut your
so I am
filthy mouth.
asking you to...
None. I've lost sleep over them. I've wept over them. God knows that's true.
Let's talk about why you're speaking out, why you think it's important for your voice to be heard.
Okay.
Why?
I have 4 reasons. and I have some notes here. I just want to make sure I get it right. Number one is to the victims. I want to speak to the victims. I'd say this: you are not to blame. You're not the problem, and you've been manipulated to think that by the person who molested you. That's how it works. You're wearing shame, but you shouldn't. It's not your fault, and I encourage you to speak out, to step forward either to the police or to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. It's fine if you tell pastors. It's fine if you tell other people, if those people will call in the proper authorities. That's the first thing. The second thing is this: to church leaders. Church leaders, this is not an in-house issue. There's nothing in the biblical ecclesiology that would even suggest that we are to handle these things in-house and not let the civil authorities know. Romans 13 is very clear. We're to be in subjection to the righteous authorities that are over us, those that have God has set up. And in this case, our actions carry civil penalties. And
this, Daniela, dude, this part was pivotal, man. This is pivotal right here. These 4 parts this guy's getting, fucking pivotal, bro. This guy nailed it to the fucking wall, said this is what you guys need to do, and he is absolutely fucking right.
Call in the proper authorities. That's the first thing. The second thing is this: to church leaders. Church leaders, this is not an in-house issue. There's nothing in the biblical ecclesiology that would even suggest that we are to handle these things in-house and not let the civil authorities know. Romans 13 is very clear. We're to be in subjection to the righteous authorities that are over us, those that have God has set up. In this case, our actions carry civil penalties. And I know believers want to rightly believe the gospel. The gospel is good news. It's great news. Jesus sacrificed his life for us, that the penalty for our sin goes on him, and we're made righteous by him. That's great. That's great news. That's the gospel. We get that by grace. It's through faith. It's not because of meritorious deeds. Got it. But that does not remove the consequences of some of our earthly actions. If I rob a bank, I don't get to keep the money if I come to Jesus. I need to go turn myself in, make restitution, possibly face prison time. That's all I'm saying is church leaders, call the police. Call the police. Call them before you call your damage control. Call them before you try to set up elders meetings to see what to do. Let them come in and let them look. That's number 2.
Let the cops come in first. Let the cops come in first. Don't report it to your pastor. If you're being abused by your pastor, don't report it to your pastor or your church elders. Go straight to the fucking police. Please, everybody that might be watching this from any cult or any church, if you're being emotionally, physically, whatever by your pastor, you go to the police. Please do that first, okay? Including David E. Taylor's cult. If you're being abused in any way, go to the fucking police. Go to the police, man. You don't go to the pastor.
I know I'm being long-winded.
No, please.
To the lawmakers, please remove all statutes of limitations against a child. Any crime committed against a child. Why does it matter it's been 30 years? To that child is feeling that for the rest of their life. I've been in this struggle for a couple of weeks. It has worn me out. I cannot imagine what a child goes through into adulthood, bearing the burden of this shame, this guilt, and the fury that they feel toward their oppressor. So I would ask lawmakers, please remove those statutes of limitations completely. And then finally to church members, people who are experiencing this in churches across the nation, especially Texas right now. I would say this: I would avoid the hero pastor. I would avoid it like the plague. Don't go find another man to pastor the church, to pastor your family, who's the hero of all of his stories. He always looks like a success.
All right, Daniela.
This shame, this guilt, and the fury that they feel toward their oppressor. So,
This is where he lost points with me. Because to him, Robert Morris was a hero. So he literally went to the hero pastor. I'll see you later, babe. Have a good day. Hey, babe. Babe, real quick.
So I would ask lawmakers, please remove those statutes of limitations completely. And then finally to church members, people who are experiencing this in churches across the nation, especially Texas right now.
Right
I
here.
would say this: I would avoid the hero pastor.
Avoid the hero pastor, but yet he was at a fucking church with the hero pastor, bro. You see how contradictory some of the shit they say is, right? Yep. This point right here, this is where he lost mad fucking points. Don't go to the hero pastor. But bro, dude, you were in a fucking hero pastor church for fucking years, my guy.
I would avoid it like the plague. Don't go find another man to pastor the church, or to pastor your family. He brags about how great he is, and you come away with an awe of him. A minister of the gospel is to glorify Jesus Christ, not himself. His goal, an accurate minister, is to take the bride of Christ, that's what the church is called in the Bible, and help her better know and love the bridegroom, who is Jesus. Anybody else who gets in the way of that, avoid him. You can find a good church very easily by finding a church that has a high view of God. How will you know they have a high view of God? They'll have a high view of the Scripture. They won't add to it. They won't take away. They'll preach the whole counsel of it. They won't avoid the hard parts. They won't make it about you. They'll make it about Jesus, and they'll teach it in its proper context.
Talk about like total thought reformation, right, Daniela? You're right. I'm with you. No, bro. Dude, think about how this changed his views on a huge fucking level. Honestly, that instant fucking snap. It happened for him. This happened for him. For sure. For sure. He snapped. He broke. This guy broke. His belief system is broken right now. That is without a doubt. Oh, Robert Moore should be in fucking jail. He should be in fucking prison. They probably gave him a fucking severance too. Fucking piece of shit.
With its authorial intent, centered on the gospel of Jesus Christ, the person and work of God the Son. That's why I'm doing this.
Do you think those 4 points, which are critically important, I think, for a variety of different people,
Yep.
Do you think that what has transpired in the last few weeks with Gateway, with Robert Morris, with Cindy Clemenshire, and other churches across North Texas, do you think this has formed a reckoning?
Yes. Absolutely. I think when you set up systems that create heroes, and when you set up systems that exist for the system's sake, instead of for the glory of God,
killing
and instead of blessing people with knowing God in his full glory,
hey, trolls, welcome.
The weight of his word. When you set up those systems, you're going to do things to protect those systems instead of aiming everything you're doing for the glory of God.
If any of the trolls are watching, you guys should watch this. This is a pastor from Robert Morris's church, and he's talking about who to avoid in these types of situations. And if you're out there following one of these charismatic preachers that think they're the best thing next to God, he's pretty much telling you guys, you're fucking wrong. Avoid it at all costs.
Including if you say you're all about people. That's been Gateway's mantra, and that is a false mantra. God is about God's glory. Now, people get in on that and are blessed by that. But God's glory is the central theme of the Scripture in Jesus Christ and his finished work.
I'm with you, OS. Like, I agree that he's remorseful and he fucked up, but it was like, at the same time, he was in this huge church where it's making a lot of money, then he's saying, don't be about the hero pastor, and it's just like, I don't know. That's where I'm at with it. I get it. He does. He sounds like he's legit remorseful. He's like, fuck, man. Like, this is ultimately observation. It's going to change the way he thinks about religion, man. It's going to change his thought process now, man. He's going to question everything, OS. And I'm with you. I believe he is truly remorseful. But in that moment when I heard him say that, I'm like, well, dude, you're saying don't go after the hero pastor, but it's like, here you are with the hero pastor. Now look what he's done. That's just where I was at with the OS. I do believe that guy fucking is remorseful, but it's going to change his whole thought process, man. Yep. Yeah, and then Robert Morris went after her. To me.
You brought up Gateway's mantra there. Do you think that Gateway is all about people?
I think it's all about some people. And I think there's people there that truly have a sincere motive. They really do. They really do. In fact, most that I knew there did.
Yeah, OS.
Most.
Yeah.
Now, that does not mean the doctrine. I would agree with.
And thinking of having a new outlook instantly. After you've been indoctrinated your whole life on a belief system, think of having that instant snap, OS. Fuck, man. I'm not. No, I understand. No, dude, I understand because I haven't been brainwashed, bro. I understand because I haven't been brainwashed, dude. No, I understand completely, dude. No, I understand completely. No, I get it, dude. I get it, dude. I understand. I haven't been brainwashed by religion, dude. That's the cool thing about it, Daniela. Yeah, like, dude, that's the thing. It's like, dude, this guy is going to have to retrain his brain, dude, for his fucking religion to think, dude. I'm honestly, fuck. It's going to take this guy years to reprocess all this. It took Cliff 5 years to process what happened to him before he came out and talked about it. This guy, it'd take him a lot longer, guarantee, because he was under Robert Morris for a while. Exactly. It's like the fucking world just... No, I'm with you, Daniela. It's like the world just fucking ended. It's like me taking Daniela's world away. It's like me taking OS's world away. Absolutely. It was. Like, dude, this guy's world ended in a fucking heartbeat. In the snap of a fingers, this guy's world ended right in front of his eyes, and he's like, what the fuck? No, it makes me sick to my fucking stomach, bro. That's the feeling I get when I hear these, dude. This guy dude, I feel bad for him. I legit feel bad for him because he does, dude.
With? Absolutely not. I think that's a wrong way to go about it. But I don't think these were people who would have ever injured a child.
You bring up, what pastors should do if somebody comes to them. Have you found yourself in that position?
I'm not.
And if you...
I'm sorry, when somebody goes up there, fucking dyeing their hair blonde and trying to look all perfect in front of the congregation.
Snowpiercer.
No, sorry.
I want to ask you, you knew Robert Morris back at Shady Grove in the 80s.
Yep.
When
Daniela, you know how many times I've heard that? No, you're welcome. This is important in what we're doing, man.
Around when this began and when it came to an end, did you have any idea that this is what had happened?
Like, this is a church. It looks like a fucking shopping mall. Look at it. It looks like a goddamn shopping mall. What the fuck does a church need to be this goddamn big for anymore? What the fuck? The second this shit came out, they should have sold this motherfucker. They should have sold it and turned it into some kind of fucking abuse clinic. Or some fucking medical fucking shopping. I don't know. Whenever this shit goes down, this is just what I think. This is how I feel. It's all about money. Now, when they get busted, they need to take their exemption. They need to fucking shut the place down, and they need to convert these motherfuckers into hospitals, fucking halfway houses, what the fuck ever. I don't know. But these churches that are doing this shit, they need to be shut the fuck down. Fuck that. No. They get paid to fucking molest little kids? Sell it. Sell it all. No, fuck that. You do. You sell it all, and then you doesn't get any of it. It's the kingdom idea. Yeah, wrong teaching. Yeah.
And when it came to an end, did you have any...
Like, look, this isn't a church. This is a fucking shopping mall, you guys.
Any idea that this is what had happened?
Absolutely not, because the narrative was, everything's been exposed. You don't dig in a story that's already come to light. It never in 1,000 years would have crossed my mind to say, hey, let me ask you, Robert, what was the age of this person? Never would have crossed my mind.
Never would have crossed my mind. That's where I kind of find it all kind of weird. Oh, it never would have crossed my mind to ask her how old she was. Like he would fucking tell you in the first place, but...
Because it was always formed as an indiscretion with a young lady. And when I hear young lady, I don't think 12-year-old. I don't think anybody does. I think that's some of the outrage.
And it was always formed as a story of redemption.
Absolutely. Yeah, look what God can do. The man repented. He stepped out of ministry. He did everything he was asked.
Now he's not a pedophile anymore because he stepped out of ministry, he repented, and you know what? Now it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen, okay? It just didn't happen because he stepped out of ministry, he did everything we asked, and you know what? It's all cool now. He didn't do it. It's like it never fucking happened because it didn't happen, actually. Okay? Because he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
He did. And so it looked like this is God restoring someone.
Given these 4 points that are critically important for everyone to hear, where do you think that Gateway, where do you think that church members who are struggling with what they have seen at their church. What's the path forward? What happens now? What's the way to a better future?
For the individual families?
For families, for churches, for pastors.
I think you have to define what a church is. A church, historically speaking and from Scripture, is very clear. It's where the Word of God is taught. It's exposited correctly in its proper content, its proper authorial intent, its context. Historically speaking, and
our future.
For the individual families?
For families, for churches, for pastors.
I think you have to define what a church is.
What is a church? This guy, Uncle Jake, we've talked about that. What the fuck is a church anymore? Define a church. Define a church now. What is a church? I think that's important. If we can fucking do this guy, Daniela, I'm with you. I was with this guy in the interview, but again, some of the stuff he said I felt was contradictory to what he was saying, right? But all in all, dude, spot on. Spot on. I think we need to define what a church is.
Church, historically speaking and from Scripture, is very clear. It's where the Word of God is taught. It's exposited correctly in its proper content, its proper authorial intent, its context. That, number one. And number two, the Lord's Supper, the Lord's table, communion is practiced. That ordinance is practiced on the reg and done according to Scripture. Number three is baptism. Baptism, post-regeneration baptism, that's after someone's saved. They obey the Lord by going into the waters of baptism, obeying the Lord in baptism. And number four, church discipline is practiced. People are held accountable and lovingly called to repent. And when someone repents, that's it. They're forgiven, but there could still be civil consequences. Find a church that teaches the Word of God. You don't need a hero. You need a man who's faithful. You need someone who will teach the Scripture and let the Word of God do the work without the personality, without the cult of personality, and without someone always being there to make what seems to be $100 million.
Robert Morris, you guys, let me tell you something. Robert Morris is sitting pretty for the rest of his fucking life. Let me tell you that. Robert Morris is going to sit like a fucking fat New York sewer rat for the rest of his life, man. He ain't got nothing to worry about, Mr. Morris. And like Ted Cruz said, hey, Gateway, don't take your kids there. It's a liability now. It's a liability now. Don't take your kids there.
Sir, what have we not talked about that you think is important for folks to know?
Those are my four. That's my lane. That's it. This is my last interview. I don't want to talk. I'm not going to do it anymore. This is me getting to say it. I think that's what's important. The victims need to be helped. Church leaders need to be told this is not your lane. Don't go here. Lawmakers, we want the laws changed. No statute of limitations at all related to children. And church members, go find a real church.
Damn. That guy fucking killed it, man. And look, it doesn't even have 200,000 views. Imagine if this fucking video went viral. Honestly, imagine if this video...
No living being should ever eat.
...fucking went viral. Imagine that. Imagine that. Just imagine that, man. Now, it looks like he did a video the other day, but man, he sounded like shit. Let's take a peek here. Check this out. This sounds like it could be new. Check this out. You want to hear David? We can just hear him.
And repent of your ways, your greed, your pride, your killing of did better with that time. I would have went through a certain process of learning stuff. That's what I'm trying to put together.
This sounds new. Uncle Jake sent this over and we're listening to it like this is new. This is new David right here, but he sounds like shit.
Trying to help the next generation by forming a school for them to, and he's partially mad at some of the blacks too, because the blacks are like, okay, we understand that, but things have changed. We got our freedom. No, we had to fight for our freedom. They didn't give it to us. We fought for it. And yes, God let us out through fighting. And yes, they say, well, they should pull themselves up. We have opportunities now. Yes, and I understand that there's some who are not taking that opportunity. But there are some who do try, and the system is still Xing them out by only hiring Caucasians, knowing that a black person come, they won't hire them, keeping our culture down, redlining properties where you can't buy if you're black, they outshoot out.
What the fuck are we, dude? What? Jake, did you just hear that? Yo, he's going on a full-blown fucking white fucking rant, dude. Holy shit.
Fighting. And yes, they say, well, they should pull themselves up. We have opportunities now. Yes, and I understand that there's some who are not taking that opportunity. But there are some who do try, and the system is still Xing them out by only hiring Caucasians, knowing that a black person come, they won't hire them, keeping our culture down, redlining properties where you can't buy if you're black, they outshoot out. It's still going on. And you say, why? Because God is showing me this. Like in Moses' time, when God had him deliver Israel out of Egypt and they had them in bondage, they totally went out from that nation and went into a land that was their own nation. That ain't how God did it with Black Americans that was in slavery to America. He was trying to integrate a nation to become one. That's why it's called the United States, United Cultures. He wasn't trying to take, then we will be not the United Nations. We will be split again. And our enemies are going to come in. My message to the Caucasian culture is you need blacks. In this season of the progress of your nation, our nation, God has promoted and anointed and crowned the black culture to help you. Me being the chief one that has the keys of the kingdom to relay spiritual intelligence from God's heart to help you win and be successful. And you either will listen to this or you won't. So God right here is revealing my mission to America. I'm a Moses, but I'm a Joseph. I'm a Moses to the American people. Right. To deliver them.
I'm a Moses.
And turn them to God. Deliver them from their sins and turn them to God. The deliverance is not delivering someone out of a nation that has them in bondage. They're in their own nation now. That ain't what this is. It's like Jesus. He delivered his people. It says, there shall rise a deliverer from the house of Jacob, who shall turn Jacob from their sins. There shall rise the deliverer out of Zion, who shall turn ungodliness away from Jacob and shall turn Jacob from his sins. I'm that kind of Moses. That's where my deliverance part comes. The Mosaic confrontation comes against Russia, China.
Listen to him calling himself
those
Moses.
Nations that want to enslave. They haven't enslaved, but they will. And I am holding off that until America turns to God. Number two, I'm a part of the black culture that went through the process of Joseph over in Egypt, sold by our own black people into slavery to the British.
Hey, this is new. This is actually new. No, now that I'm listening to it, we haven't heard this before. This is delusional Deacon, fucking Dookie Deacon and David E. Taylor. Yeah, no, this is new, Anthony. It's good to see you today, brother. Yeah, I know. That'd be dope to see the duel between the two chief black apostles, David E. Taylor and Jor Davy, because they both have the keys to the kingdom. Oh, he's beyond delusional. Oh, he's beyond delusional, man. He's eating too many fucking Davy's dozens of Krispy Kreme, man.
Colonial masters that came to America and started this country and caused my foreparents to be slaves. And through that,
I haven't heard this one. I've never heard this one, Ted. This sounds new, dude.
Slavery we were sold into another country or brought here so that their ancestors could be raised up to be a Joseph.
But this sounds like a new recording. Like he just did it. I know he's been preaching racial bullshit for years, but no, this video, it sounds new, man. And it does. And I'm going by his voice because a while ago, his voice is getting worse, dude.
To work with the leader. This is the world side of him.
Oh yeah, he said the
Those
same
who are
shit in the
not
past.
Christians.
Oh yeah, dude, he's all about it.
I'm a Moses for the Christians. I'm a Joseph for the unbelievers in America of the Caucasian system, to give them wisdom from my dreams of what's coming, to preserve them. Like he told them, a famine is coming that's going to be greater than your years of prosperity. This is what you need to do.
Like, look at the shit he's saying. He's saying there's going to be a fucking world tour to stop a world war. I know, it sounds like he's sitting on the shitter doing it, right, Curly Girl? He's sitting on the shitter fucking shitting out his fucking 12 dozens of Davy's dozen, which is, it's not 13, it's 14. It's 14 donuts, okay? Because a baker's dozen is 12 plus 1. They put the extra donut on top. But David gets a Davy's dozen, and it's 14. So he's actually shitting out a Davy's dozen, which is 14 donuts. But it's like fucking 20 fucking Davy's dozens. Only thing separates is Oreo cookies.
Well, I'm telling them a war is coming, and this is what you
He's
need
all, hey, I'm the Moses, and the only thing I can part is my fucking hair.
to do. From my dream and other people's dreams that's been had about this country.
David is such a degenerate now that he can't even show his face anymore. Yeah, exactly right, Ted. He uses racial unities to social engineer his followers for servitude. Exactly. That's exactly what he's doing, man. And the last time we saw him, man, he just looked like he ain't getting better. That's for goddamn sure. The deacon ain't getting better. Last time we seen him, let's take a peek here. Where did we see him last time? We saw him right here.
Stuff. And that's why I'm very bold. That causes a boldness in you for reality, spiritual realities. I call them spiritual realities.
Imagine saying you're bold, but you wear maxi pads as a dude. Hey, Donna. He can't part his butt cheeks. Never mind to see. He's like, I can part my butt cheeks, all right. Watch, everybody want to see? I'll part that shit like the Red Sea, everybody.
You know, it's a reality. Even though it's in the spirit, it's a spiritual reality. I think I ought to write a book called Spiritual Realities. And I'm going to tell my personal testimony how I got real stuff in the spirit that was real. Spiritual realities. How God will confirm it by even showing other people. I didn't tell nobody anything. You know what I'm saying? You know how some of these Christians, to get some prophecy, they're halfway be helping the prophet out. I don't want to help nobody out. Listen, if God has spoken if this stuff is real, God is going to say something he's going to confirm it without anybody knowing anything.
Now, just to be clear, everybody, let's just be very, very clear of this, okay? They're doing this to hide his lower body because he's so fucking overweight. They don't want everybody seeing the size of his fucking legs because they're probably just... Tell you something, David is not in good health.
I remember when I was introduced to David Paul's ministry out of Hartford, Connecticut, I think. Very powerful prophet. He's a good friend of mine. He's been in ministry many years. He was in ministry many years before, when I was younger. I remember when I first went to his meeting before we ever even knew each other. He even knew my name or anything. And he called me up. I was in one of his services. He just called me up. He says, "Your name is David." And then he said, "You have been taken to heaven many times. And you've seen the Lord." Like, see, he didn't know none of that. And, you know, a lot of these prophets that you see now calling names or doing stuff like that, this stuff has been going on for many years. I remember the prophetic movement. It's an old movement. It just looks new to the people. That was the first time I had met him. We hit it off.
Yeah, David was the leader of 2 rival gangs at the same time, everybody. Keep that in mind, all right? This guy was the leader of 2 rival gangs.
Off from there, because when the Lord told him not only my name, but how I had been to heaven and how close I was to him, and I had many visitations, there's no way he could know that. And my whole staff was there at the time, and they know, like, wow, that was amazing. Because everybody else who he called their name, he didn't say they went to heaven and have stood in front of the Lord and all of that stuff. You understand? So I think I still got the tape of that meeting.
Oh yeah, I think he gets notifications when the bakery is open. Yeah. Yeah, I think he gets like a notification when the bakery's open and they sell that first donut. Uncle Bruce and the motherfucking Heezy.
Look, the people you are after are the people you depend on. We cook your meals. We haul your trash. We connect your calls. We drive your ambulances. We guard you while you sleep. Do not fuck with us.
But I'll never forget when he called me out. Then he called my name. He told me what my full name was. Then he told me that I had been taken to heaven a lot. And I have this special relationship with God, and I've stood before God. And there's no way he could know that. No way he could know that kind of stuff. Then he began to say, "Yeah, but I see you have also shaved a little bit." He says, "Because of leaders and pastors have mistreated you." He knew everything. Not everything, but I mean, he just knew what God told him to tell me. What I'm saying is,
he's got a pretty impressive message, right? Cease and desist. Not. Oh, dude, it's a trashy ass message, man. Killer message, David. Yeah, some guy saw all my shit and he believes himself, Frank, you're right. He's full of caca, literally. He's full of shit, literally. He's sitting there with a maxi pad up his ass. That's why he's doing the fucking, the Tay-Tay sidestep and shit. The fucking Tay-Tay dookie sway. Look at him. He's just sitting there swaying side to side. He's swaying side to side. He's doing the shit stain sway. He got a maxi pad up his ass. Oh man, could you sit there being that fucking slobby ass piece of shit and just like, we're never gonna be the same after that. I'm telling you, we will never be the same after the Dookie Deacon fucking the maxi pad prophecy that Cliff dropped on us that one night. I mean, honestly, like we all went to bed some changed people that night, I think. Oh man, dude, I remember Uncle Jake texted me the day after it happened. He's all, "Man, I'm standing in the line at the DMV laughing my ass off." Oh, Jake, I remember that. He said he cracked a rib almost that night. It's the pad adjustments way. He's all, "Let me show you how you adjust your pad when you're sitting down in a chair like me." August 30th is the interview about KK, y'all. All right, I'm gonna talk to the people about it, and we're gonna come up with a good title for it because it's their live, and I want them to title it. So we'll get some ideas and we'll title it.
Spiritual realities, I've had them. It ain't about just no gift to me. It's about the Lord Himself. And that's what this got to be about to you. That's why you came here. I'm not just training you so you can learn the gifts, the anointings, the powers on your life. the callings, the destiny, the ministry. I really brought you here to fall in love with God. That's what my school is about, for you to fall in love with the Lord.
Hey, Oren, let's be clear about something. KK would never let me interview her. No. Hey, Jezebel Spirit. There's only one Jezebel Spirit, and she has entered the motherfucking room. Jezebel Spirit. I know, right? There's no way he could have known that. David, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm going to interview somebody who escaped her cult. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to give names or anything like that. It's going to be under voice disguise because it's part of the deal. That was part of the deal. That was the guidelines set forward by these survivors, that they wanted their voices disguised. Good to see you, Jezebel Spirit. Look at David. He's going to be out this week. They're down in fucking Jezebel. Hey, you want to see some fucking crazy shit? Check this out. Look at this. Look at this, Jezebel. Check this out. Look. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking, man. Look, Jezebel. Hey, Asha, how you doing today?
Austria! Well then, good day, mate. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
Look at this. Hey, Jez. Check this out. Look at what they're doing, man. They set up this whack-ass fucking stage down in Houston. Look at what they're doing. Jez. Hey, Jez, look. Supernatural shout. Check this out. You can shout supernaturally, okay? Look at these. Look at this. Yep. He is. Look at him. He's being David, all right. That's for sure. Look at this. Supernatural strength. No, I think this one's rented. No, I think they rented this one, Jez. I for real think that they rented this because David lost his stage case. So he had to rent one. He had to rent one. Yeah, no, he had to rent one, Jez. Nah, he rented one. He's like, I need to rent a stage because I lost my stage case in Florida. No, they rented this one. This one's a rental. I guarantee it's a rental. They paid somebody to come in with all this gear, set it up. And I'm going to be down there this weekend, Jez. And I'm going to audit their campus again. I'm going to go audit them again. Yeah, because David wanted to text, one of his cult cronies wanted to text me this morning and call me a fag. So, yeah, I'm going to go down this weekend and I'm going to audit them Saturday on David's birthday. It is. It looks like some fucking Marvel banner, right? Look, honestly, Jez, check it. Check it. I'm going this weekend, man. I'm fucking going. It's already done. This is like their hoorah for losing the stage case, Jez. David's all, hey, everybody, we lost. We're going to go ahead and throw this fucking fake red carpet event, okay? Everybody, here's the stage. Here's the stage. You can't, like, for real, Jez, like, look, invisibility powers. Invisibility powers, electric powers. Hyper jump. Yeah, he does. He does like to use the word fag a lot. Yeah. Because it tells me that he's probably gay. Which is okay. David, it's okay if you're gay, bro. It's all right, dude. Just come out. It's 2024, bro. Nobody cares. It's all right, bro, if you're gay, dude. We'll get along just fine, dude. I mean, I'm David. It's cool, man. Oh, yeah, the Boeing prophecy? Yeah. Yeah. That Boeing campus actually sold to the Catholic Church for cash. Yeah, Catholic Church said, hey, we'll buy that place for cash. You really should, Uncle Jake. You could with all this. Look, the power of invisibility. Going to tell everyone that the stage they're setting up is Amway stage. Nah, I know. Let's see what he says. He's going to be live. He'll be out doing his shit. He'll be talking. I just can't. He always copyrights me when I do lives over him. So, yeah. Master of, oh yeah, the dirt mover. You want to see? Check it out. Yeah. Fucking earth movers. David's all, I'm an earth mover, all right. Watch when I walk. I'm also an airbender, everybody. I'm also an airbender. Yep. Catholic Church. Yeah, Catholic Church bought by Catholic Church and made a public park and training center. That's what the Catholic Church did with it. They made a public park and a training center. Yep. I know, right, Curly? David, hey, David, hey, wipe your ass first before you teach people how to fucking, like, be airbenders and shit, okay? Like Curly's saying. Yeah. Yeah. Uncle Jake moves Earth this every morning when after he has a couple cups of coffee. He's all fucking moved the entire goddamn fucking continent. Like, look at this. David's ego is so fucking big. Like, his pecker is so small that he has to have this stuff so big. Yeah, look, air, wind, like fucking Captain Planet. Shadow powers. I know. Then he said God gave him the M message that the campus would be given to his church, and it ends up being bought by the Catholics. Right? I know. He's all, hey, it's going to be given to the church. Well, yeah, the Catholic Church is going to buy it. How's David's health these days? Not very good, Aaron Stibble Jr. Not good at all. His cholesterol's probably hovering around 500 or 600, and his heart rate's probably fucking average, dude. His heart rate's probably running 80, 90 per minute, dude. Honestly. No bullshit. You want to see? Check it out. Look, when we were watching David a little while ago, like when you just sit back, all you got to do is watch him. Just watch him right here towards the end. Dude, he's a fucking landmass, bro. David's a fucking landmass, bro. He's easily, I don't know, man. I think he's pushing 400 pounds. This was Easter. They have this whole lower, like this, look, now, again, I always point this out. You see this fucking lower fucking band right here? They have it up this high because they don't want people seeing how fucking thick David is. He's a fucking disgusting landmass. That's all he's done. David eats all day, every day. That's all he does is eat. Even Valerie said that's all he does is just eat. The guy just eats. Yeah. But he's a glutton, Danielle. And not only that, he's got cholesterol problems. You know what that does to your arteries? David, let me tell you something, buddy. I know we've talked about this before, David, but if a piece of plaque breaks off from the inside of your artery and goes to your heart, it's going to fucking cause you to have a heart attack. You do realize that, right? It's a real thing, David. You think fucking high cholesterol is cool? They did. They cut out the part where he was struggling to move. No, they did. I'll show you right where they cut it out too. Give me a second. Watch, they cut it out right here. Let's see. Right here. That's where they cut it out right there. They did. They cut a part out where it showed him fucking lifting his leg because he couldn't fucking do it. He was so unhealthy, like he had to lift his fucking leg. And you could kind of see here, just pay attention to his respiration, right? Look at him just sitting there chewing his fucking lip. Watch his chest rise and fall. His eyes, everything says here he's in very, very poor health. No, he ain't missing meals. Everybody else is but him. But I'm watching the rise and fall of the chest. There's a lot of respiration going on. It means his heart's fucking beating like a fucking race car, man. His heart's probably racing. He did. He looked like he was in pain when he lifted his leg. Nah, fuck no. The only thing that's laying this man is a fucking cheeseburger. The only thing that's David's going to lay is a fucking cheeseburger, and he's going to fucking lay it in his mouth. And they did. You're right, Curly Girl. They pointed it out. They cut it out when we pointed it out. They did. You're absolutely right. He is turned into a glutton. Look at him. Watch the rise and fall of the chest here. See the rise and fall here? That's a lot of respiration go on. That's a lot of chest movement. He's having a hard time breathing. I know he is. Something happened. Fuck no, he doesn't exercise. His exercise is putting a cheeseburger into his fucking mouth. And maybe fucking laying on the floor so Michelle can change his shitty maxi pad when he shits his pants. David pisses glaze, not urine, right, Curly? Dude. And this is all he did. This sermon right here would just sit back and forth and sing.
From not even knowing how to love, but we even go anywhere.
Okay. Look at that.
He said, yes, doubtless, I count all.
Check this out. Watch. Just
go anywhere.
All right. Dude's arms are fucking huge. Dude's arms are fucking huge. Look at that. Jesus Christ, David. You have turned into a fucking glutton. You really have. I just noticed this. Look at that. Dude, those are like... Man. That's half the size of your leg, David. This ain't looking good for you, David. This ain't looking good for you. You know what that also tells me? That the arteries in his arms are having problems too. Yeah, and his son is kind of skinny. Yep, that's because his son's probably taking care of himself. Not fucking eating like a fucking pig. He's probably watching his dad fucking just slowly wither away with all his fucking eating he's doing. He's like, I'm not going to be like my dad. That's the one thing I'm not going to do. His arm is bigger than my leg too, curly girl. Fuck. It is. I have fucking small legs. Like his arm is literally my thigh. Like David could eat me. David fasting is ordering a Diet Coke with his meal. He's all, give me 3 Big Macs, 3 extra large orders of fries, and I'll take an extra large Diet Coke with that. Fuck no, he doesn't believe in fasting. David's never fasted a day in his life.
He said, yes, doubtless, I count all things. How many things? All things, not just the things that matter to me. He says, you know what? I'm going to give up everything that I may win the highest level of knowledge that is in Jesus about this person. Not just about him, but I want him. Now watch this. Didn't he go further? For whom, watch this, for whom I have suffered the loss of.
And then look at just his overall, like his girth, like how much he takes up. He takes up a lot of space just in general, right? But when he lays back, it's like he just fucking spreads out. Oh, maybe it was right here where they took it out. Right here. No, take it out. Look, they didn't take it out. Look, he looks over at the screen. He's looking over at the screen so he can see where his fucking huge ass legs are, right? He's like, okay, now I got to make sure nobody sees how huge my fucking legs are because I've just turned into a degenerate fucking landmass. Look at him. He's all... Right there. Right there. Nope, they didn't take it out. Looks like they missed a spot, Curly. Like, look, he had to lay down. Yep, he had to lay down because he's just so tired of sitting there. The only position for David being comfortable now anymore is probably laying down. Honestly, because it takes all the weight off of his joints, off of his body. Checks the side there. Look right there. Gotta lift my leg because I'm fucking just too much of a degenerate fucking slob. Look, now he's laying down in the chair. He's like, oh, God. That's the last time we saw David around Easter time. So if we see him this week, I'll be highly surprised. But I'm gonna see the hotel this weekend. Anybody that's in Houston, man, I'm gonna go down there and audit it. Yeah, he filled another maxi pad. He's all, oh shit, because this is what they're doing. Fucking Dominion powers. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not healthy. Exactly, Curly Girls. People are asking how healthy he is, how he's doing. He's not good. No, fuck that. I want him to know. They can't do shit, Ted. They can't do shit to me. I know where my boundary is. I know where my boundary is. I want them to know. They text me this morning, call me a fag. Fuck that. I'll tell them. I'll let them know when I'm coming. That way they can expect it. Be like, fuck, man, he's coming. He's going to fucking disrupt all this. And we are. We're going to fuck. David, we're going to come disrupt all of this right here, okay? I promise you. I will anyways. I already have my ways. Trust me. Oh, they won't do shit, though. They're not going to do shit, bro. Trust me. They're unstable. That's for sure. Unpredictable. These guys are more predictable than anything. These guys are more predictable than anything. All they do is just fucking run and hide, and they got to get direction from David. I don't think Mahesh will show up. I don't think he will, because I'm going to be out on the public access where he can't fucking show up and tell me to get off his property. Because there's a sidewalk in front of that place where it's public access. So no, I don't. If he wants to show up, that's cool. I really don't think he'll show up though. Yeah. David. Nah, they won't do shit to... Nah, they're not... Trust me, Rufus, they won't do shit to me, bro. They'd be dumb to do something to me. It would... It's that bad.
And David is a slob, too. He's a slob, too. He nasty like that, too. But the only reason why people would say he's a man of excellence and he's clean and all that is because he got everybody else cleaning. But if it came down to David cleaning, it'd be a pig pen.
Really? So David probably don't even know how to wash his own asshole.
Doubt. Oh, no, he don't. No, he don't. You know that's why he has maxi pads, because he puts them in his underwear because he don't wipe.
No way.
That's no lie. That's no lie.
No way, dude. Are you serious?
True story.
Bro?
True story.
He puts maxi pads. Hold on. David puts maxi pads in his fucking underwear because he don't wipe his own ass.
That's exactly what he does. That's exactly what he does. And I remember one of the women who he was involved with some years ago. She had
Sorry, I'm reading the chat, dude. Everybody's like, ew. Everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
no, it's nasty.
He's nasty. He's nasty like that. Yeah, one of the women that he was involved with.
Can he physically not wipe his ass, or is he just not do it because he's a dirty fuck?
I think he just dirty like that, man. I think he's just dirty like that. Because I mean, you 50, 51 years old. Why you not wiping your butt, man? You know what I'm saying? What sense did that make? You know, and then he like I said, a woman a woman he was involved with had came to the house, right? And you know how women do, they snoop around your things or whatever. And she's snooping around and she said, she came to me and said, I knew David was cheating on me. I see pads under his sink. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, he wearing these pads just like you, man. You know, he nasty like that, bro. And
got some Debo undies going on.
that's exactly. That's exactly what he got going on, man.
That's exactly what fucking went through my head right now when you told me that. I figured that fucking Smokey picking up Debo's undies from fucking Friday with the shit end of the fucking straw, bro. Then fucking dropping them right on like Debo's face, bro.
That's him. That is him, man.
No
you
way.
know, yeah. And you know, that's the thing, like, that's why David, the stuff he get up and talk about is ineffective because it ain't true. What I'm saying is true about this punk. You know, yeah, he got, hey, whoever with him right now, ask him if he wearing a pad. Ask him if he wearing a pad. I guarantee you he is. And if he ain't, his drawers is full of doo-doo. I'm telling you, man. He's sick like that. But I mean, you got a healing ministry. I mean, if something's wrong with your bowels, Jesus can't heal that. What's wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? I'm telling you, this guy got doo-doo stained drawers. He got, and it's so bad, right? He expects you to pick up after him. And so, you know, he would have his drawers and stuff, and like I said, full of crap, stinking. And, you know, he wants you to do his laundry for him. And so, I'll, you know, throw that stuff in the washer. You know, I'm not about to scrub your doodle stains out your drawers, man. You know what I'm saying? But
shit.
yeah, that's him. But there was a young man who came after me. You know, I was still there during this time, but he also got in that position that I was in, and so he started washing David's underwear and things, and so David fat self gonna tell me, see, this is why you're so arrogant. He just got here and he's already washing my underwear. And I'm thinking he can have it. I'm not doing it. Call me arrogant, call me prideful, whatever. But what's that make you that you won't wash your own drawers? How arrogant are you that you won't wipe your own butt? You clown. Don't never address nobody over this way about anything. And you full of crap, literally. You liar.
Little sweaty doo-doo drips there. The shitty Taylor. Apostle shitty Taylor.
Doodle crumbs in his bed, bro. Doodle crumbs,
He's got
man.
some little dingleberries popping out of his butthole. That's what a dingleberry is. A dingleberry is from when, like, I mean, in David's case, he doesn't wipe his ass, so there's no toilet paper. It's just little balls of shit, right? But, like, a real dingleberry is, like, it's disgusting. It literally is. It's like, dude, that's bad hygiene, man. Dude, when I was in the military, dude, sometimes I took 2-3 fucking showers a day because we got so fucking dirty. Right?
Yeah, David will not do that. And we know he sweat through his suits. Yeah, man, he's sick.
Doo-doo Taylor. I know the women, that's dirty, like the women are sleeping with them.
Man, I'm telling you. All right, for example, Michelle could stay over for the night before. They doing whatever they do. Well, Michelle got to be at the office at 8:30, so she's gonna leave a little bit earlier.
Yep.
Well, David's gonna get up. He might already be up when Michelle leaves, and if he is, he'll send a text down. Hey, come up to my room, straighten up my room. So what straighten up my room means is change his sheets, and sometimes he just nasty and he won't change the sheets. He'll just say brush them off or something like that, and then the next woman comes shortly after, and I've seen that countless times over the years. Like to the women that he say he love you, he don't love you. You sleeping in somebody else's juices. let alone that fat slob's. Somebody else's.
Yeah, prostitution's real.
Ask me how I know. I changed the sheets, and sometimes I didn't, at his discretion. So, you know, that's what you laying in. That's what you laying in.
Dude, that's nasty.
It is. It is.
David, wash your fucking ass, dude. That's dirty, bro. Yeah, this is wild. This is the best, dude. Like, come on, David. Oh my God, imagine the fucking filth. Jake, dude, we were in the military, bro. Come on, man. What was the one thing they teach you is cleanliness, dude. Hygiene. Keep your ass.
But he's a
clean.
general.
Yeah, he's a fucking general, all right? Fucking general fucking panty liner. Fuck, dude. This is some shit that I never... Yeah, that's like... Dude, that really is. That's like going mentally disturbed, bro. Like, dude, David can't even wipe his own ass, so he's like... Yeah, imagine that smell of fucking having shitty underwear laying around the fucking house, and David's like, oh, go wash my underwear.
Yeah, man. And I could see... You know what I'm saying? If David was elderly and as time went on, something happened to him, I get that. But it's been like that since I've known him. I've known him since he was 36 years old. He been wearing panty liners since he was 36. So ain't no telling how long he been like that. He just filthy, man. Ask them women. Ask them women. They'll tell you.
David.
They will tell you. Yep.
You're filthy, bro.
Very.
General Max E-Pad. We got a new member in the chat tonight, Rainbow 33, dude. He's been firing off some funny shit. So welcome to the chat, Rainbow 33. I've been watching you, man. Welcome. This is Clifton Ware. He was mentioned in the deposition, and General Max E-Pad. Honestly, this is crossing the lines into like mental health, bro. The fact that a man that old can't even sit back.
He won't do it. It ain't that he can't, he won't do it.
Why?
You know, and he got all that money, get a bidet at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get a bidet.
If you that lazy to wipe your butt, get a bidet. He won't even do that. He's sick, man.
Damn, that's dirty. So he just...
Cease and desist. This is Michelle Brannon. This is David's fucking slut right here. This is David's slut right here. This is his main slut. This is his main fucking get down right here.
My wife is a slut.
And this is Michelle's deposition, because she had a deposition too, and some of the fucking money shit that went on. Let's take a peek here. So this is from JMMI Cult Watch. It's on their channel, and this is Michelle's interview for deposition.
Are we on?
We are now on the record. This is the videotaped deposition of Michelle Brannon. Today's date is March 12th, 2015. The time is now 9:20 a.m. My name is Nick Houselander. I'm the video technician. This deposition is being taken at 1200 North Telegraph Road in Pontiac, Michigan, 48341 in the case of Deborah Ann Frazier versus Ricky Allen Frazier, case number 2010-773-215-DM in the Circuit Court for the County of Oakland Family Division. Could the attorneys please briefly identify themselves for the record?
Good morning, Moeen Gadimi for Deborah Frazier.
Richard B. Pauling Jr. appearing on behalf of Joshua Media Ministries and Ms. Brannon.
Colleen Renane appearing on behalf of Rick Frazier.
Gregory Atuma also appearing on behalf of Mr. Frazier.
Could the court reporter please swear in the witness?
Maybe raise your right hand, please.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
I'm just got a couple preliminary matters. Number one, I'm going to object to the matter being taken videotape. And number two, it's my understanding Mr. Yatuma hasn't filed an appearance, and I'm going to object to his presence. But
This is number 2 in command with David's cult right here.
I'm going to let you proceed at this time with your questions.
I concur with those objections to the record.
They were just
Also David's doormat.
that was being taken videotape, number one, and that Mr. Yatuma was present because he's not an attorney of record.
Did you notify us of any objection to your videotape?
No.
Okay.
I made the objection. I said proceed.
Okay. We had sent and served your client through you with the subpoena duces tecum as follow-up to things that had not been presented pursuant to court order or prior subpoena. And you've brought some things in today. I'm going to go through the list and ask you to hand me what you think satisfies the requirement to the addendum to the subpoena. The first is 2014 bank statements, including but not limited to the Bank of America account ending 2449.
I can't answer questions. You'd have to ask the witness.
Well, you just put these in front of me, so you're not...
And they're self-explanatory what those are.
Okay, then I'll just ask the witness.
No,
I mean, I don't... You've said you've brought some and some you didn't, so I'd like someone to identify what you're handing me. And you're indicating that you would prefer the witness to do it.
Hey, what up, Jasper?
Okay. I'm asking for December 2014 bank statements.
Yeah, we're just kind of doing a rundown. I'm going to do an audit this weekend at David's fucking cold hotel. I don't know, because he fucking loser. Because he wants to call me a fag. Honestly, that's the whole reason I'm going to do it. It's just because he called me a fag. Is where one of his cult members did. So, yeah, had he not called me that, I probably wouldn't go. But I guess he wants to fucking call me names and shit. So that's cool. I'll go. I'll go make a fucking scene out in front of his fucking... his cult hotel. Simple. I talked to James O'Connor yesterday, and I was asking him about the tax exemption, and he hung up on me. He's all, this all sound a little bit suspicious. What'd you say about the tax exemption of JMMI? I was like, yeah, will I be able to get a paper for that? He's like, I'm just going to hang up this call now. This call sounds a little suspicious. But yeah, man. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the live, man. Catch you guys on the next one, possibly tomorrow. I'm going to record when David does his live tonight because he's going to be live tonight. He starts tonight. His shit show starts tonight at some point. I just don't know what time it's going to start. But I will make sure to record it and upload it. Okay? So just watch for the notification. I will upload it because he's supposed to be live tonight. Tonight he's supposed to be live at some point. So we'll see. And I'll record it and then upload it.